Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Glad you're with us. This is a very, very special show. I am so excited about this one. I put it out there last night. There is a very, very special Saturday. It could be our biggest and best ever, and I mean all time. We've had some very special Saturdays over the years, but this one really takes the cake, and it's the merchandise that is so special. We're going to see our first ever of its kind. We've got gigantic Asher cut stud earrings. They are white diamonds. This is something that in this size we've only seen once before. It was rounds, and it was years ago, and they happen to be $9,000 earrings ordinarily. And we're going to bring you the Asher cuts, which are an upgrade to the rounds. They sure are VS quality, and they're very, very special. And of course, given that it's our sizzling summer sale, we've got them on sale, but also 12% off. So that's going to be quite the time to have your debut on Asher cut 2 carat total weight. That's 1 carat in each ear. That's about as big as studs get before they honestly get too large and then they start falling. So love a 2 carat stud. You're going to love them too. So we also have that, but it's not just that one item. Typically, one fabulous item like that would be enough for one show. Honestly, we've got 2. This is really amazing. I debated whether we should even put this in today's show because it is equal to the value and the incredible nature of the studs that we have. We also are going to see this gorgeous yellow diamond band, and it is quite sizable in its gold, in its diamond weight, all these bigger fancy cuts, and that's going to be coming up. We've never had anything quite like it, so that'll be on the way as well. In addition to that, it gets better. We just have the most jam-packed show for 3 hours. There are going to be, remember the yellow diamond flash sale I had in the earrings? They looked like that little kidney bean meets heart, 2 pear shapes brought together. In stud earrings the other day, I have the matching necklace. So that's going to be coming up. Really beautiful, even more gold. Then you've got, we've got our huge hoops. I got the largest we have. 410s are here. We have a stunning, the tanzanite, amazing. It's a 13 karat, so it may not be for everybody, but it's an Asher cut. And wait till you see the price tag. Amazing. I think it is the second most affordable per carat price we've ever had on a Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve ever. So that's going to be happening, as well as, let's see, what else? Your requests. Oh, speaking of requests, Mary, you already had one. So Mary, we got your emerald earrings from the other night. So if you want to see those, just let me know. You know what else? I was going to put this on, but I felt like you guys might revolt because this is a lot for a Saturday morning. But look at this. Wow. Queen's gems here. It is so incredible. That's a necklace. A beautiful Y-style tourmaline and diamond necklace. This is almost 10 carats in diamonds, and it's 18 inches in length plus your drop. So if you're looking for that red carpet piece or that Queen's collection, you know, I find that this is a lot easier to wear than a crown. Crowns get difficult. There's a lot of balance involved in a crown. So if you want to look and feel like a queen, you get that one. So we've got a lot of special pieces for you today. Hope you can stay with us throughout the show because, trust me, this is not one you want to miss. And once you see one value, you got to stick around for the others as well because they're all superstars. But let's get started with a peridot. This is what I'm calling it because we rarely see peridot. So August birthstone, obviously we're just a few, weeks away? Not even. I think actually 2 weeks from today may be August 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So that's, yeah, it is. So getting you ready here with our one and only princess cut peridot. It's actually the only peridot in stock right now, except the, remember that really large pendant I had the other day that was 45, 50 carats, something like that? This is the only other peridot, and that one was great, but it was $10,000. So a little more affordability here for you as we embark on our Saturday journey together. Looking forward to it. There's the most beautiful tourmaline. Goes with the necklace, actually. So yeah, you can get a little something to go with that necklace. But let's talk about a 2 carat 95 in that princess cut peridot, but it's also got those really unique, I love the corner prongs there, it makes sense. And here's what we also have for you, the white gold. It's no diamonds. This is rare to see a diamond-less piece, and we've got it for you, so that's exciting because I think a lot of people are always looking for that. Maybe it's just your way to do casual, or maybe it's just about putting that beautiful peridot on its well-deserved pedestal and showing it off, and those corner prongs are going to protect it nicely. It's 112-9281. So that's a really beautiful stone. Isn't it great? It's interesting that anyone else noticed the unique table facet for that princess cut, or is it just gem junkies like me who are like, oh wait, it's a little bit more unusual to see the princess cut faceted that way. But let's make sure it goes very quickly. It is a one only, and remember, what you see is what you get, except for the case of our white diamonds. I might have a little bit of quantity. It's on the hand now, and it also really is a great piece to also make more wearable if you want to do some stacking. Maybe you want to put a wonder ring around it on certain days and have the solitaire. On other days, you have that option as we go back up close and give you this 2 carat 95 value. It is so affordable. And what we're going to do is, Andy, I have a question. I know you just got here and good morning to you, but do you have any more of these? Thank you. That'll help. We've been missing those on set for a while. And I keep meaning to ask, but then I get sidetracked at the end of shows because we're talking jewelry. And I'd rather talk jewelry than cleaning products. But anyway, here's what we have for you in this really astounding value. And again, big peridot. Peridots in high quality are really super, super expensive. I don't know if you've noticed or kind of looked at them elsewhere, but they're really tough. And again, I said higher quality because they can be very hazy included. They have these like lily pad inclusions that are more typical with this stone, so it can give them a little bit of a kind of a fogginess to them. They look a little bit vitreous sometimes in their luster. That's just a gem name for kind of like haze. So anyway, we're loving having this bright, beautiful, clean stone. Thank you much. And we're going to do our 2 carat 95. How about this? $9.99 first caller. It's so rare to see peridot. Again, the only other one I have is that big pendant, which I'd be happy to bring out because I saved it from melting, so we can get that one for you as well. But a wonderful Saturday morning to you. Glad you're all with us, or one of you's with us. That's nice. Hi, Janae. Good morning to you. Or good afternoon to our East Coasters. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever. But again, morning out here, so we'll go with it. And then we have a really cool pendant on the way, a really designer style. Actually, we have a few pendants to show you in the first couple of minutes. And okay, we've got, is this Tara or is it Tara, T-A-R-R-A? I'm wondering with the 2 R's there. So let's show her request. Ooh, well, I see. Now, is she looking for this specific piece? Yes. Okay, so wow, it's been a minute since we've seen this. I was shocked. I thought we've seen some good rubies, but we're gonna bring out red beryl. Yeah, that looks better, if it's possible, than a ruby at its best quality. Oh, I love that. Wow, some exquisite taste, I must say. 1130903, but there's a couple things going on that make this important besides just its beauty, its rarity, it's the size of this stone. I'm gonna come in a little closer for you. And again, the wheel is, I want to get that perfectly centered for you. This is really like a luxe 3-stone kind of look because of the bigger round brilliance first on the sides, then they're wrapped in a halo, diamonds down the shoulders as well, but what a piece. Out of one place in the world, gem quality red beryl. We call it red beryl as opposed to, let's say for a while, that was oftentimes dubbed bixbyite. We got away from that because it was confusing because there was a different stone with a similar name. So red beryl is the proper terminology for this stone. It is extremely rare to the end of one of the rarest in the world, actually. So it's our 82 pointer, which also makes it extremely rare because most of the red beryls are considered a larger size when they're 10 or 5 or 15 points. And so it's a very different kind of category you're in here when you're looking at an 82 pointer. That's a whole different deal, and we're very proud to bring it to you. So again, set in a classic mounting, 66 points in diamonds in the yellow gold. Can change that if you need it in white gold. Really want to make sure it's perfected for you because obviously the red beryls are extremely rare, and it's not like you're going to have probably 15 of them in your collection. It's really amazing just to get whatever you can, but this is really that extremely high-end, extremely rare, beautiful size. Actually, I believe that's one of the largest we've ever had. I'm trying to think if there was anything larger. There may have been one larger, but it was just by a few points. So really exciting to get this for you. Let's take a look at it and get you that clarity, that glow, that beautiful. It's got that real sophisticated, again, cherry red with that blue red, which is a lot what we denote our best rubies in the world. We look for that kind of color. We look for that secondary blue. You're getting that here as well. But with those diamonds, I mean, it just could not be prettier. And then look at the glow as we look right up into that emerald cut. Most of the red beryls I did show you during one of our mini series of What's New Wednesday. It was one of those collector's debuts that we brought you, and they were mostly emerald cuts. And what a beautiful way to show off the clarity, the gem quality, the glow that they have. But a really nice time to get it because obviously these are being one of the rarest stones in the world. They are a little bit more pricey. So it's awfully nice to be able to get 12% off on it as well. And that's what we're doing right now, where it's not $45,000 any longer. Again, do the sizing in the gold color on us. Free shipping as always. That's something we do day in and day out on everything. But we're going to blow this out right now, and it just does not get any better, does it? We're going to blow it out for you for better than even, 22. $22,500. I mean, it could be. We could go that way. It's at least half off that way. But we want to keep it going, make it affordable as possible. And again, not everything's going to be this pricey, but when you do, this is the best and smartest time to pick up those collector's museum pieces because they are 12% off. And you know what? It's not even going to be $20,000 or $19,999. We've got designer pieces coming up. Don't forget about the Peridot Princess Cut, which is also still here. But we're going to blow this out for better than $15,000. And that's what gets me, because when I've had anything usually over a half carat, it goes over $15,000. So to bring it to you now, where it's not even $14,000, oh no, we're gonna bring it to $13,999, one only there. And then keep in mind, with the discount, that comes down really big money here, $12,300 essentially. It's $12,319 at your checkout price. So that's even better. And what an incredible, colossal collector's stone. Congratulations on that one. Also, we have this designer style pendant, which I am thrilled to show you. Here's the bail. I had to look for that bail. It was kind of doing its own thing. Look at this. That is, wow. This is something special. How about this cut? And wait till you see the bail in action, because obviously it's sitting on its side. It'll sit vertically for you. But it's 112-8249. Thank you on the red barrel so much. Enjoy that collector's piece. And then also, again, if you've been asking, yeah. The red barrel? Wonderful. Thank you. Did I say her name wrong? Is it? I did. It's Tara? Okay, gotcha. I figured with the 2 R's. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's a major, I mean, I don't know if she's got her own museum, but I'll look for it. I'd love to come visit that stone. Sometimes you just want to revisit a stone. I always find that. It's like, I know it's really, really special when it's like, I'm going to miss that stone. I'm going to miss just having the ability to look at something that rare. And I spent a lot of time around rare stones, but that one's ultimately rare. So here's our 13 karat 36 fancy cut. It does have, let me move the bail a little bit so you can see the diamonds are in the bail as well. This is the really unique style, all custom built. It was actually an award-winning design a few years back at the big JCK show. It's in white gold only. It's a 1336. This is our Swiss blue, but notice its likeness and similarities in color to the blue zircons that we love, which I do have a few new ones today. And then you have this incredible, it's like a pie cut in a way, pizza cut, but not to de-glamorize it or anything, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, that would be like one of our favorite foods in the world, right? And probably like the only safe thing to eat right now too. I mean, it has no lettuce and it has no vegetables, just get it with cheese and pepperoni and you're good, right? Yeah, it's like, we've all been like, okay, what do we do without our salads, right? Just been living on protein shakes basically. But here we are, our 1336 with the diamonds at 43 points. And then you're gonna see it on here. It's quite sizable as far as, you know, giving you some length here. It's what I would call a statement pendant. And here's, yeah, so permission to eat your pizza this weekend. Exactly. Yep, it's going to be the safe way to go. But here we are with our really, oh, look at that. I love this design. I mean, again, I really enjoy something a little different and unique, so certainly have that here. It checks all the boxes. Great colored stone, beautiful brightness. It's an 1 3/4, or maybe, yeah, 1 7/8 actually. Yeah, and then here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. So we are ready to go. I'll tuck that cord in a little bit more for you, but let me see if I can balance that the proper way here. Sit better on your chain, but getting it this angle for you. So you can see that amazing, amazing color, but we're gonna make it very affordable as well. So how about we come back on over, take a look. It's just a really good idea of how much size you get with this incredible stone. I love that, oh boy, it's just really, hold on. This is just a challenging one. It just doesn't want to sit for me with that bail up front, but there you go. So this is gonna be actually, oh, you know, it's funny, I saw this pendant the other day and it was $49.99. I said, you think we could do a little bit better on the price tag? And then I said, let me just do it myself. Sometimes if you want something done properly and correctly, you just do it yourself. So I'm gonna do it right now and make this really affordable to start our show. We've got a lot of special things coming up. So I know it's always a tendency to wait because you wanna see the studs, you wanna see the big yellow diamond band, but there are so many pieces we're shopping on before we even get there because you know if you miss it, it's a one of a kind, never coming back. Let's blow it out for $9.99 instead. I get that it's an award winner and I know it's a huge stone, but I still want you to have that incredible affordability that we're gonna bring you that only we can do. And I say that is it. Plus it's $8.79 at checkout instead. So that's gonna be very, very exciting. And we are really, really excited to bring that to you. So white gold only, and I brought out a gorgeous indicolite for our indicolite collectors. I also have the stunning, what looks like Paraíba, and it is tourmaline, but it looks like the biggest and best. Let me actually just flash it for you. Watch this. Watch what happens Oh my, you think that's going to stick around? I told you, this show is like the all-star show. It really is. It is all the best of the best. I'm hitting nothing but home runs today. I mean, it's so good. And it's really, really, really all affordable, much more affordable than it ever should be, like that one right there. So we'll give it 30 seconds. The peridot's here as well. So if you want that peridot, I don't think that's going to last, but it's the first item of the show. So inevitably, we know you're not really allowed to buy the first item of the show, or at least I think that's an unwritten rule, but you can. So now that it's off the air, go ahead and call us and we'll get that for you. But also, again, Mary, if you're waiting to see those emerald earrings I had the other day, I can bring them back out. They're here for you. So they're on set, ready to show you. And so we'll have those ready, but here's our $879. That's so good. And all designers, quite a bit of gold there too, and really well done. Now I have a clover style. You've been loving the zircons of late, so I did bring out some new zircons. I have a trillion for you today. Also have a round. So two of the most lively, bright, ridiculously good cuts. Also, anybody into diamonds and rose gold? We have a floral ring that's awfully pretty that's in that rose gold. And then also, just if you wanted a closer perspective from, I showed it from across the room, but look at this. don't ask me where this came from, but what museum did we go rob this morning? But look at that. That is all, that is like, it looks like, it's like the definition of candy gems. I mean, I love the way this looks. And so that's all tourmalines, quite large, and then 10 carats in diamonds almost. And it's also in gold, so that's here too. If you want something really fit for a queen or a princess or whatever title you'd like. Trust me, if you own that necklace, you name your title. Yeah, you tell everybody what you want to be called, and you just wait for them to wait on you hand and foot. So that's going to be our gorgeous necklace, okay? So that's a beauty. And then we have more on the way, but that pendant's sticking with us, it looks like, and that's okay. We melt stuff down, making new jewelry affordable going forward as well. How about a really pretty blue sapphire piece? Or we can leave the pendants behind, because I know we've been looking at one for a minute. So let's get to that rose gold and diamond ring in a, well, it is interesting how this is done, because when you have the florals, and let me know who's got that blue topaz, that Swiss blue, which is that brightest variety of topaz available. And then here's where you get this really fabulous, I love the diamonds and the, if you look closely, there's a lot of different fancier cuts here together. It's 1130392, and that would be our rose gold 18 karat this time around. And then you also have 92 points in diamonds, but when you look closely, and I'm gonna allow you to do that a little bit easier by bringing it in here, so you can see up close what you get here as far as marquise cuts, princess cuts. If you look at the way the petals, sure there are rounds on the outside, but love the way this has got some unique designer cuts as well, making up those overall marquise shaped petals. And then the marquise are within, same with the princess cuts, love that together. So we only have this one, almost a carat in diamonds overall. It does stay in the rose gold, so, but that's a unique combination. It's something a little bit more exciting to see, I think, sometimes if you're trying to collect different looks in diamonds. Obviously, diamond ring can mean a lot of things, but I love when we can bring you something ultimately high-end designer like this with the rose and then the floral, and of course, that really pretty triple split shank that leads up. So it's got plenty of support because it's a big ring, as you'll see now on the hand, except it may not fit. Okay, so I'll try. Looks like it's a teeny size right now, but take a look. That's about what it looks like. At least you can get a little bit of a size perspective there, but almost looks like these are stems around it, and then giving you those bigger diamonds on the very outside. Such a pretty ring, so beautiful. Don't worry, we'll size it for you. That's what we're doing. We're taking care of you always on that sizing if you wish. If you don't wish, that's okay too. We can send it right out. Less work for us, but again, it's something that we like to give you as that extra luxury, so it arrives and it's ready for you to wear, custom done. You're not paying any extra to go run around town and try to find someone who's any jewelry stores open. It's like, okay, yeah, there's not a whole lot of options anymore, and it's just really, sizing can be it can be a very pricey endeavor right now. So it's nice to have that, I think, done for you so it arrives and it's perfect. So this is a one only as well, and somehow last time this was here, it was $49.99. Now it's going significantly less than that. So come on over, take a look at it. It's nowhere near that $49.99. Got a better price. Don't forget, stud earrings. They're our first ever large Asher cut. Well, they're our first ever Asher cut studs. There are big 2 carats, which we've only had once before. It was years ago. I checked on the price on the round 2 carats. They're now $9,000. We're going to do much better than that on a really fancy cut, and they're big. That's the best part, is they look really big. I'm someone who I want a big stud. I do. I'm not really into the small. I mean, you can have such a thing as small studs, but I really like a big stud. So that's going to be where we bring those to you. But this one is going to go in a hurry. It's under $2,000. And not staying at $19.99 either. It's going even less than that. So really, really excited about this one. And we're so thrilled to have this for you. But you know what? It's only $18.88. We'll go even lower for you. And then you're going to be right on down to a better value. I think it's $16.61 if my math is correct. So that's important too. And you can go ahead and it's, yeah, $16.61 and 44 cents if you want the exact. But that's a one only, and it'll be in the rose gold, and then we'll size it for you as well. No problem there. But any requests that we have, get those in. That's always a smart way to go. Don't forget about the peridot, the blue topaz, the really special. Again, Mary, we've got your request sitting ready to go. I know it's a Saturday morning or a Saturday afternoon where everyone's kind of, we're getting here, we're gathering, we're getting ready. Did anybody else see that tourmaline and just about pass out? Not the necklace, but the ring that I showed you with the blues and the greens. I'm really tempted to put this up here because I think that otherwise the longer we wait, the more people I'm going to have really upset with me that they missed out. So that's going to be coming up shortly. We have a beautiful new opal. I always bring you brand new on these shows too. So we've got new opal, new zircons. What else? A new pendant with a sapphire as well. That's going to be here. So pick your favorite and we'll help you out. And then we do have a huge turquoise. I didn't even mention this yet. We have a nearly 10 karat Sleeping Beauty turquoise. And it's around, and wait till you see the way that's set. Very unique, high style way to set it. But happy Saturday, glad you're with us. Hope your weekend's off to a great start. Hope it's nice and cool where you're at, hopefully like inside, right? Because otherwise it's going to be hot and steamy and smoky and all those things. So good time to stay in and relax and enjoy the jewelry. Look at that. That's the big astrakhan. I told you we'd have the best value on the 13 karat. What do you think about this? And when it's doing all of that with the reds and you're not even seeing it in focus, well, that's a good one too. And then our fabulous floral. All right, so let me know who's got that. Let's get to our next clover style in our pendant here. It's one, now this isn't like necessarily St. Patty's Day only. It'll work beyond March 17th for you, but it's 112-1302. It's a one only in two-tone gold. I love that it's actually hearts within the clover. I think you need to be a little lucky in love sometimes, or sometimes it's a lot like finding love can be about luck too, luck and timing. And so again, it is just the perfect way where I could see this as a gift idea, the most meaningful. I mean, it's just a gorgeous piece of jewelry, but then it's got some real nice meaning behind it. Or maybe four, there are 4 different hearts there, so maybe that's significant, but it's item number 112-1302, and it's 18 karat solid, and the beauty of it is two-tone. So for all of us who like to mix and match, nice to have one piece that ties it all together. You've got your 18 karat gold. There's 28 points in the rounds, 11 points in the tapered baguettes, which I don't know how that's even possible, really. I'm not really sure that carat weight could possibly be correct. This is not a small piece, but we'll go with it. And again, minimums are good. Like on the studs I have later, it's a minimum of 2 carats. So we'll talk about that. But it's going to be at least, we'll say at least 39 points here, but it's done in the two-tone. Look at the back. Here's the 18 karat gold. So again, with that 18 karat gold, we seem to always be upgrading for you. Here's what it looks like on. It is also a, look at this. This is a two-tone style, easy, one of a kind here, very affordable, I promise you. And here's what it looks like from a distance away. So it is 7/8 of an inch. We'll show it to you quickly here as well so you can see that. And then we're on our way to this one. This is just beautiful. Put your favorite chain. Also, you wouldn't need a specific chain. You can use your white or your yellow. Yes? Flash the topaz. Sure, of course. Did she pick it up? No. Thinking about it? All right, we'll show it again. Sure, Virginia. You got it. So we'll show that next. But here is our clover floral type of look with the hearts. And that's going to be under $1,000. $9.99 sounds good, but we are instead going really, really, really affordable for you. It's not even $888 or $799. How about $777 for that 18 karat gold? And yes, with that additional 12% off. Take advantage of it, okay? It's going to be that really affordable, one of a kind, and I love the way those heart shapes are set up. This is a little bit of that illusion style, where it's the baguettes and the rounds, but from a distance, all sparkling in a different way, but looks like one bigger heart-shaped kind of stone there in the middle, times 4, and then your beautiful idea at, what is $777, you ask, minus 12%. Well, that's something that we can let you know, so you are understanding you're only paying $683 at checkout. So how about that tourmaline, that blue-green? We'll see who's with us and hanging out on a Saturday early. We are ready to go with our biggest Saturday ever. I kid you not, it really is. So Give me 2.5 hours of your time and we're going to give you quite the show. It's going to be the biggest and best show of merchandise and values. It's all of the above. And that tanzanite, amazing. So get ready for a really important, maybe just set aside some time, and this is where you treat yourself to some major values, because these are like fleeting moments. We don't see pieces like the studs. We've never seen them before. We've been here over 10 years. And we've never had them before. So these are fleeting moments where you got to be here live as a part of it to take advantage of my super limited quantity. Because if you think I have 500 1-carat Asher cut VS diamonds, I wish I did. That would be my really big wish, but I don't have that for you. So we are limited on the studs. And like I said, there will be a matching pendant tomorrow, but it's all contingent on how many of the earrings we sell. And if the earrings sell out, there won't be a pendant. So that's how that's going to work. But anyway, let's move on. Yes, you've got it. All right, so Jason's picking up that one. Here's our next. I told you there's a blue zircon, new and wild. The Trillion went the other day. I think that was Thursday night or Wednesday night, or was it Friday night? Who knows? But here we are with our Trillion. It's a still nice size. It's 113-1756. And it's going to be our 3-carat 89 this time around. Big diamonds as well on the sides. You get one on each side. It's fabulous. And welcome in again, Mary. We've got your emerald earrings if you're ready to see those. The clover's gone. I got to flash something for our shopper. I just got it back here, Virginia. So let me flash that blue topaz pendant again. I'll put it on the hand first so you can see that size, because I'm not sure how she'd like to see it. But there's how it looks from a distance away. Is that not wild? Love the way that looks, and has that bail. Excuse me, I didn't want to hold that in. Thank you guys for bearing with me as I still deal. 1128249, but again, this is a really beautiful topaz. That's still available somehow. It stays in the white gold, $9.99, but it's $8.79. $13.36, that's the Swiss blue. It's the brightest blue possible in a topaz. Who got the clover floral hearts? Who was it? Who? Stanley? Wonderful. Where's Stanley calling us from? Really, is his last initial start with M? Okay, just was wondering. I realized sometimes I think about you guys. I'm like, I haven't heard from so-and-so in a while, or so-and-so in a while. Yeah. I sure can. We'll do that next. You got it. Who's that for? Okay, Joanne and Joanne. Okay, you got it. So we'll do that coming up. I'll get that Lagoon tourmaline from yesterday. And then also, Virginia, if you want to see that one up close, that's what it looks like up close. So there's your beautiful blue topaz, that Swiss blue variety with the 43 points in the diamonds. It does stay in the white gold. It's $9.99, so there you have it. Let's go back to the zircon. Then I'll get the Lagoon tourmaline from yesterday. Here's 113-1756, 11 points in the 2 diamonds, 5.5 pointers there. Plus that really undeniable, brightest, brilliant, gorgeous stone that you're getting there in that really important blue zircon. We talked about topaz and zircon looking similar when it's the Swiss and the Cambodian. Well, you see that here, and then we're about to show it on, blow it out. You're ready for the great value, I see. All right, they got the right idea today. Hopping on the phone lines quickly, always the best way to go. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is a beautiful Trillion. I love the 3-stone style simplicity, because let's face it, there's a lot going on in the Trillion. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So here's what we have in the really stunning Trillion cut. Get ready, because I know we had a lot of you asking for zircons yesterday, last night. So let's take a look at this one again, and then we're going to blow it out. It's supposed to be $24.99. That's about what we saw yesterday and last night. Throughout that size was really that same kind of price point. But a Saturday morning's meant for a sale. And we got to move through all these one-of-a-kinds quickly, because we got some very special top of the hours. So let's take this down below even $24.99 and go ahead and send it out for actually not even $19.99. I keep on going, because we got to move a lot of jewelry, and we will. Today's probably, again, biggest and best Saturday we've ever had. Done 10 years worth of Saturdays here, and I gotta say, they never have been this jam-packed, and there have been a lot of good Saturdays. So this is a big day for us, and you know what? A big day for you too, to shop and to save and to get your favorites and get things you've never seen anywhere else. And we're gonna blow this out for $16.99 instead. So a better value there. And then who was shopping with you there, Jason? Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much, Virginia. So we're going to talk about our Lagoon tourmaline. This is from a few hours ago, and it's 113-1777. And by the way, this is $14.95 if you want that zircon. So yeah, the $16.99 really adjusts. And I think sometimes there's those points where we look at a price and we go, oh, I don't know. And then realize, wait, that's a significant whole different price point when you take that discount. It's under $1,500. That's tough to do on a 4-carat zircon. So this one's getting real close to 4 carats. Now, for our, I think it was Joanna requester, yes. So we have the Lagoon Tourmaline, which really is just a fancy, fun way, like a more just descriptive way to say teal or blues and greens, because it definitely has those two colors in 1777. It's 18 karat gold. So we're talking solid gold here. Yes, you've got the great finishing there. You've got the beautiful, I love this way that the halo's done, because the halo actually has the baguettes and the rounds, and then just want to take the tweezers away. That's not as good a look at the stone right now, but at least it allows you to see that the bail and that what is basically the midpoint there is all done in diamonds as well. It's really just, it's petite. It's not meant to be overwhelming. It's great to wear every day, but it's got that very distinctive bright blue-green. But a lot of times the beef with tourmalines like this, they can get really dark really quickly where you lose out on those bright, brilliant neon flashes, and this one just is perfection. And it's a 137 with 17 points on the round brilliance, 8 points in the baguette, so total weight there is going to be a 1/4 carat or so. And let's take a look. I say or so because that also seems like it's got to be more. I'm going to give it a little polish here and then show you on the hand. We'll give you the measurement again in case you missed all this yesterday. 3/4 of an inch, top to bottom. We'll show it to you here and then get you that great big val. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? And watch how in this darker light here, look at how gorgeous this is, how it just, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it does, that brilliant, bright effect that it gives that is so unique and just only can be really from these bright teals that have a lot of color to them and a lot of clarity. And that's, you know, that's unique to get with tourmaline. So we'll go back up close. It's just, it's like it's shifting between indica light or green, and that's the beauty of it. So here it is again, and this one is $15.99. So that's also going to be less, yeah. Okay, you're taking the blue, right? Okay, congratulations on that one, and thank you. Let me know who's shopping over there with you. And then we're really busy. I'm sorry, we have like 8 people backed up on the lines. Yikes. So I don't know where our operators are. Are they eating breakfast? Tony, don't get excited, I know. They're probably, what's that? You want this one? All right, sorry guys for the wait. I know we have more operators somewhere. So I don't know what they're doing, but bear with us. All right, so that's gone. This one's still here, by the way. So far, I haven't heard on that trillion cut blue zircon. So that's still here. And then we've got the really important, I don't know, are we ready for the tourmaline, the blue-green tourmaline? That's a really good, oh, and we have teal, but also indicolite. True indicolite is here too. If you ever wanted to know, so what's the difference? Because you know, we know there's an indicolite blue tourmaline. This is the ring that I have that's indicolite. Look at that. So that's really important as well. And then call me. I think everything's gone except the trillion zircon I just had and the floral ring and the peridot. So if you're asking about any of those, and I know we're still backed up, so thank you. I appreciate your patience. We got more operatives coming in. So also a Brazilian Paraíba blowouts today too, which we're going to do shortly. But this one is really affordable. It's 113-1405. So just wanted to show you the difference. I know we're in a lot of blues and greens here, but this is extremely important with a very large diamond weight, but I couldn't resist the price tag. So had to share it with you here with the 152 size of that ultra neon. And yes, it is clean too, but you're also getting a carat 47 in diamonds here. So that's a lot going on. And then you've got the inside all finished throughout. That's also a great way to observe the clarity of that stone from the backside, so you can see how that looks. And we can leave that one in the white gold, but size it for you to whatever you need. But look at this, and we'll try it on because even, which one, the trillion? Okay, trillion zircon's gone as well. Don't worry, we have a round coming up as well. So we do have a round, and then I'll show you what's left from the show because everything's going, but I do want to just recap that first item. The Princess Cut Peridot for $9.99, but if you'd like this one, super value. I had it for $69.99 when it debuted. That was only about 2 weeks ago. Now it gets to be so much less because welcome to Saturday sizzling summer sailing time. It's here, and this is what it's all about. That big, big value, that huge moment. Yes, we have Asher Cut 2 carat total weight studs today, and that huge, gorgeous, whiter, yellow diamond band that's so designer. But right now, this is going to be under $4,000. There goes $3 grand, bye-bye. That's $3 grand you can put towards some other things today. But instead of $4,000 or $39.99, let's keep on going and make it $3,699 instead, and that will be $3,255. So a big value there, $3,250 for that mounting would even be a little alarming when you talk about a carat 47 of VS diamonds. So, and again, if you have any requests from last night, I know there's a lot of people that usually on Saturday morning, we have a lot of people who maybe missed last night because they're very close together. So if you're with me last night, you may not be here today. And if you're here today, you may not have been here last night. So if you've been catching up and just kind of checking in and you want to see something here, which I highly recommend with this sale, please make sure you call us and we'll show you any of those pieces that you need to look at from last night. But this is the gorgeous Indicolite. So that'll be $32.55. And then I know we've had a lot of blue greens, but I am getting very, very, very anxious to show this to you. This is the, that looks better. Forget about Paraíbas for a second because this looks better. And it's still a tourmaline. It just has no copper, but how? That is the ultimate neon. So if you want it to be really bright and beautiful, and it's almost 10 carats in that stone, I have a new opal for you. I did bring out blue zircon earrings because I thought those would be fun considering, again, the popularity of zircons lately. And also, if you just missed out on the trillion, here's the round, which, you know, I said that's true. The rounds and the trillions are going to be always fighting for supremacy when it comes to sparkle. And we really do see here the evidence of sparkle in this gorgeous, gorgeous blue zircon. Well, with 1794. That's the item number. Brand new right now. This looks a lot like what we were selling out of last night. This same type of shadow halo design, keeps it classic, makes the stone, which is already a 238, look even larger. Love that round. We will see blue zircon drop earrings coming up shortly in yellow gold, but this one's in Inni gold. So that's a beautiful thing there. You can choose your gold, whether you want the white, the yellow, or the rose. And then we have this fabulous, fabulous halo and diamonds down the sides. 40 points there all together. You choose your gold color. What a day we have for you in store. It just doesn't get better than this Saturday. It really does not. It's incredible. And we also have the peridot still here. Peridot, Indicolite, and floral ring. That's it from the show so far. And we're 35 minutes in and we've been showing rapid fire jewelry. So lots and lots and lots and lots of great things to get to. But here we are with the gorgeous round. And let me try it on for you. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to make this really easy. And because I know we just sold one, it was the trillion cut, it was a little bit larger, but it doesn't look, it was interesting. I was giving you a little tutorial last night on blue zircons, but it's worth mentioning again here that this is a more dense stone, but a lot of times because there's a lot of depth to the cutting, you can get a 238 that looks like a 4 carat. That's exactly what we're seeing here because the trillion really had no bigger dimension than this one. They look comparable, very much so, while there are still, of course, different shapes, but look at it on the hand and I think you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So that gives you plenty of size and keeps it really classic, doesn't sit too high up off the hand, but still a stackable style. So I invite you to add another ring to it if you'd like to. You can stack wonder rings with it if you feel like one day you want to just amp it up and give it more oomph with the diamonds. But look at that gorgeous, bright turquoisey blue green. Yeah, I can. Those are from last night? Yeah, okay, gotcha. I have those. So we'll show you the golden zoisites. Yay. And who are those for? We'll show you. I got them right here, actually. Nan, you got it, Nan. We'll show them next. Actually, let's just go ahead and blow this one out because it is a little bit smaller size in the carat weight, even though it looks the same. I'm going to just make this really easy, and since our blue zircons are flying, and don't worry, we'll take a little blue break here when we get to our golden zoisites, which are really fabulous. But if you would like to go ahead and get this really fabulous round, we're just going to make this easy, and since we have a lot of you on the lines making requests and want to see pieces from other previous shows, we're going to make that really, really easy right now. Instead of even putting, because listen, I could put it on the auction block, we could start at 35, or we could just make it 3,000 or $29.99 and less that discount. We're going to make it even better for you. So a huge opportunity coming right up. It's not even 2,000 or 19. What we do the trillion for, 1777, and it's gone. Or was it $16.99? Either way, I'm going to make this more affordable because it is a smaller carat weight. So just want to make sure we take advantage of that, run with it here. Let's go even lower than even $16 or $15.99. First caller takes it. It's the final blue zircon ring of the day. Unless you have any requests of something I can bring out for you, we'll do that. But this one's going to be $14.99. So that's where, wow. And then didn't think about that discount, but that's okay. That's what we're doing here. That's the point. It's supposed to be all discounted beyond. So that'll be $13.19 at checkout. And Nan, you have a very, very, very keen collector's eye, I must say, because if this is of interest to you, I say not only is it a beautiful stone, but it's giving you rarity. So we'll recap our golden zoisites from just a few hours ago, and they're big earrings, and so we'll share those with you, but this one's going to come down to $13.19. So if you've been waiting on a bigger blues, and it seems like that tends to be a stone that you probably have heard is completely mined out. It's been mined out for some time, and yet you have to really go somewhere that's had a real history in the business to even have access to the stone, and welcome to that access. This is like your truly your amazing your VIP connection into all the best of rarity. For example, we're now bringing out golden zoisites. So that's something that's a natural unheated tanzanite essentially, but with no blues and no greens. Instead, well, I can't say there's no green, but instead it might be a green secondary hue to these gorgeous golden colors that you have that are giving it, it's a really, I find this is even, my job is to describe things, and yet I find this even a color that's difficult to describe because there's a richness about it. It's not as obviously bright as, let's say, a yellow sapphire or yellow diamond typically, but it's got a little bit of an olive green, which is tough to find in a gemstone. It's acting as a great neutral as far as how you wear them, when you wear them. It's item number 11308888, and that's 18 karat gold. And this will help because we're going to see the graphics for the first time. They were part of a wheel last night, so we didn't get a chance to really get into the deets. But here's the 2 karat, let me not say that because that just sounds, I don't know, we don't love that term, but the details. It's 290 of the unheated zoisite. We're calling them tanzanites, but it really is, it's on the bags of tanzanite. I really want to call them zoisites because typically tanzanite's reserved as the trade name for blue zoisite. These are not blue. So I'm going to show them on. We're going to do that. We'll get to the measurement and all that. But it's got that halo with the rounds and the baguettes together. And then let me go ahead and show you the length and the measurement. There's a post that's towards the top of what your north-south setting is going to be. So you'll see them this way. That's how they're likely to sit. They do. They almost look like a burnished antiqued gold. Very, very special. Half an inch top to bottom. There's that post I was telling you about. I'll pop one up to the ear here very quickly so you can see that as well. They stay in the yellow gold, which makes sense to me, I think, because, well, they have that beautiful golden color and that golden hue as the stone itself. So I love to see them together there with that yellow gold, although that's not something that's going to show unless you look at it from the back or from the sides. But it's a great look, isn't it? And that's going to be a really big value. Remember, we had these as part of a blowout wheel where they got down to just, this is incredible, $1,699 for that incredible golden zoisite. It's all natural unheated material, by the way, so really very, very unique, but still out of that same mine that we know of and love. So let's go back up close and we'll show you what we can do here on that $16.99 plus 12% off. And so that's one pair and one pair alone. So when they're gone, and that is just extremely rare. When I've had, and I do have some rings with this similar color, and they are not even close to $2,000. They're more like $20,000. I kid you not. We have $20,000 golden zoisites in rings sitting here in this inventory, and yet this just brings them extremely affordable at $16.99, but it's really only going to be $14.95 instead, plus that blue zircon round. I think we were all over the blue zircons, but look at that. That's the $14.99 zircon there. You can call me on that one. Just want to remind you about our $9.99 princess cut peridot as we are just getting closer and closer and closer to that top of the hour, which is, 18 minutes away. Something special coming up for you. Look at that. There's the peridot. There's the princess cut peridot. That's part of our $9.99 offerings as well today. Stays in the white gold. And again, Mary, we've got emerald earrings for you to look at. Sounds like our zoisites are gone. Yes, congratulations. And then let's get to this. I think, well, are we ready for the zircon earrings or want to take a break from the zircons? We'll go to our opal here that is new. Let me remove those, put those aside, and bring you the opal that we have here. Well, look at this. And we might try to iris down a bit just to show you more of what it looks like in real life. 113-1568 is your number. And that is one very good looking opal. It is Australian, 3.5 carats, 19 points in the diamonds as well. From 42 minutes in, 4 items remain. Everything else is gone. So this is where please, please dial early, because it's only a matter of time until every single piece is gone. But this is that gorgeous opal. Look at the way also that you have these tapered baguettes running along the sides, the perfect way to frame this opal. Such a divine stone. And again, look at the diamonds here. Let me show you how they work. There's actually 3 tapered and set side by side and then running right next to, but then still that beautiful bookend of gold that's on either side to make it really smooth. Even the double prongs for the opal, and look at that red. That is some insanely bright, searing reds, blues, purples, greens, yellows. It's all there. That's the mark of a great opal there. And we've got, hey Ellie, we've got your request coming up too. But here's what this looks like on the hand as well. You can see that from a distance, because obviously it's going to look a lot bigger than a 3.5 carat, more like a 7. And that is really outstanding material. And if you want a great opal, here's where you get one for less than even $89.99. Big value here. And again, you can never actually show all the true exceptional color of an opal here on camera. It's just not the right light environment, but we're trying. And so I understand you're going to see a lot more color, everything you see here, but better when you get it at home. And yet $2,499, which comes down to $21.99 instead. And then we've got, Ellie, it's a great request you have here. We've got a 1 carat 5-stone diamond band. Pretty classic. So we'll bring that on down for you. That's going to be popular with a lot of people. And then how about that blue-green tourmaline? Keep flashing it. Nobody's asked about it. It's funny. I expect always to show something like that and have everybody mobbing us on the phone line saying, whatever that is, that's my ring. So here's what, and don't worry about the price. I know it's that 10 carat almost stone that sounds intimidating as far as how much could that possibly be. Very affordable, which is why I'm excited about it. So I'm going to get to Ellie's request, but I just want to let you know that's also coming up here in this hour. So not long to wait. And then, wow, this is about as iconic as it gets. When I realized that I show you, what, hundreds of different band style rings. We've done it all, from 3.5 carats, yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, I mean, you name it. We've had every type of band ring possible, it seems. But this is where it all begins. This is where it all starts. This is where you go. And this is where, if you're not sure, like, let's say, which one is right, start here. Start here, because you can always build. Band rings are not the kind of thing that you just need only one of. There's always that opportunity to build a collection, keep them going, get a couple, because, well, you can always wear them in different ways, on different fingers on the hand, or even stack. And that's really the beauty of it. When you see a lot of ladies out there today, I mean, the look right now is about stacking, creating your own look by stacking pieces together that you would never expect to see together, even if they're different colors or different shapes or even different sizes. You could pair this up with a 3.5. You could pair it up with the yellow diamond radiance I had the other day. You can do whatever you want, but if you are looking for, okay, where do I just begin? You start here with the 5-stone, with the 1 carat total weight in the white round brilliance. It has classic written all over it. It just doesn't get any more classic than this. And yet they're going to go side to side. That's the advantage of 5 stones over 4 stones, is they go side to side all the way across the hand. Take a look at it. You're going to see that, yeah, even when you get a larger ring size, it's going to go all the way across, so really fill up the finger for you. Still a great stackable, because I realize a lot of you may have one already and are coming back for another. And it's 111-1864. So a huge, huge moment here, because I was looking at the bag and it just got brought out, and obviously this is something that we've been showing for a decade. And I looked at the price and I went, oh, and I just kind of, my heart sank a little bit, because there's a price tag here that is a little different based on gold being a little more elevated. But guess what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just discount this to make it the price of 10 years ago. I kid you not, it's right here on this bag. And I don't know if you guys, I'll remove the Post-it that has the requester's name on it, but it says right here, it says $1,899 right there. $1,899. That makes sense if you know that gold's gone up a bit, because I remember when I was here 10 years ago starting out, when I was just getting started here, this is a band that I had. I know exactly where it used to go and where it's been so successful and where it's been popular and where it's been that place that I know has been, also it's kind of like a referral ring, if you will, because it's where a lot of people will get turned on to TVON because a friend or a family member said, here's where I got my great diamond band price and my great value, because before you go elsewhere and buy something in lab grown, this is the way to get it. So we have an incredible, important piece for you here. It's not going to be $1,899. I kid you not, that's on the bag. That just came out by request. We're just going to go ahead and let the sale just dictate how we can bring this down to a price tag that you would have seen. You guys know this if you've been watching me for all these years here. You know this is going to end up being the price of a lifetime for you. So no need to worry about all that stuff, about that elevated gold pricing that is happening. It's a reality and we're not immune to it. Nobody is. It's a gold market price. So it's a commodity worldwide. You cannot, I can't shift gold pricing, right? I wish I could. I wish I was that almighty powerful jewelry god, but no, it doesn't work that way. But we can just give away some jewelry and lose money on it. That's the prerogative we have. So take a look. That's what we're doing here today, is you're not paying $1,899, which I must admit, that gets better. It gets a lot better when you take your 12% off. Watch what we're going to do instead. And come on in, Ellie and everybody else, because I know everyone's worried, oh my gosh, $18.99, is it worth it? Yes, it is still worth it at that price. And let's keep in mind that $18.99 comes right on down to $16.71. But let's just forget all of that. Get you the 5-stone band of a lifetime. Here it is on the hand. You can choose your gold, of course. And we have any size available because we do size. So we may start with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but then we can make it the quarter, the half, the 3/4 sizes, whatever you need. But look how beautiful that is. And here's what I've got. Going out on a limb here, really going to just take that gamble and hope that it pays off in your happiness and your excitement and your thrill, because what a day. And now it just got even better. This All-Star Saturday Best Of has just gotten better with the addition of this 5-stone band request. And it will not be 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. There's madness here happening. And this is the way we like it, because instead of paying $13.99 or $12, and I know you got 12% off. Yeah, hold that thought. We're going to bring it a lot lower. This will end up being, if I do this right, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, because that's why we're here today, is to give away jewelry. That's why we're here every day. So here's what I've got for you. A better than $1,299 price tag, better than $11.99. And what this is going to turn out to be is simply this: your best price on this band ever, all time. Best price on the band. Best price happening now. And it's not even $11.99. This is where your discount takes you. I'm discounting, you're discounting. Hopefully we're all happy, because this one is going to be $1,111. Talk about a #1 special. But that way, after the 12% happens, it's $977 and 68 cents for your 5-stone 1-carat band. And then we'll have diamond earrings to go with it in a little bit. So take a look. This is last call here. What a value that is. So $977, pick one up. Even if, like I said, you already have one and you want to get another one. Let's say you want to get a different gold color. Let's say you want to stack them. Let's say you need one for the pinkies, so that's a different ring size. Well, this is your moment to do that at $977 and 68 cents. So thank you for the request, but anybody and everybody can get one as long as you get it here quickly before we have the quantity of diamonds we have sold out. Same with our beautiful diamond studs coming up in just a little bit. So big top of the hour happening in just a moment. We've got some opal earrings to share with you. We're going to do that yellow diamond necklace. We also have the yellow diamond band that's brand new. The big turquoise is here. Anybody like my tourmaline necklace? Let me know if you're interested in that tourmaline necklace. It has almost 100 carats of tourmaline. Yes. And almost 10 carats in diamonds. And nobody wants the band. Oh gosh. Well, I guess I failed you. It's supposed to be $18.99 with your discount. That would have been $16.71, and instead I've got it for $9.77 because $11.11. That's why I did that price tag, because that is less than you ever paid even 10 years ago. 10 years ago. You got to understand, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not paying anything like things like when you think about what were prices, and I know it's a long time ago, and you know, it's probably not one that you're willing to go back on the credit card receipt and take a look at what you were paying for things 10 years ago, back in 2016. But 10 years ago is when I started here, and this is really, so it's a memorable item, and it's one of those that I know has not gone below $9.99. So the fact that today, by virtue of my discounted price, when it's supposed to be $18.99, you saw it on the bag, I'll show it to you here, it's $18.99 today. We said, no thanks, let's give you the value and make it better. That's what this sale's about. So we just did that because the $11.11 goes down by 12%. It makes it $9.77. It's just the most unbelievable, incredible value you can get. I hope you can get one now before they're gone, because that's going to be the key here, is getting it before it's gone. So $9.77 and change. And that's why you should get one. You need to get one now, because it's now or never time, and we have white, yellow, and rose, and the next time you'll see it, I can't even guarantee it'd be $18.99. It'd probably be more than that the next time you see it, because, well, we know what gold's doing. So here's your chance to pick it up. Does anybody like the 5-stone band? Okay, that's good. Well, Ellie, I hope that's the one you're looking for. Did you get one? Wonderful. Who's that? Sarah. What color? White gold, just like she sees it. She sees it. She likes it. She took it. What about you, Jason? Be getting a band? Who was that? Victoria's got a white gold as well. Well, Sarah and Victoria, thank you. Thank you very much. You guys have got some of the best diamond value we've had in a 5-stone band. So how about, we got some quick opals here. These are really pretty. Love these crystal opals coming up. Keep calling on the band if you'd like one. Huge opportunity. Let me know. We got a big show ahead. We are waiting. I know it's tempting. Let me just wait and save. But again, got to get, some days are just like, this happens to me when I shop. It tends to go, I find, in cycles. I tend to find like I'll do a lot of shopping at one point and then not so much shopping for a period of time, just because it depends on like when the good stuff's the good stuff, right? When the good stuff's out and available, you got to take advantage while it's here, because you know we live in a world where it's not always going to be available. It's certainly not always going to be this price. And I find that the way I shop too, whatever it is, like there's certain things that are just like there'll be a wave of like all this great merchandise, and then you know, it kind of just a little bit wanes a bit. And this is what we're in that day where this is just all amazing and yet not repeatable pieces. So really encourage you to think about what's here, get them while they are available for you. And there's our last call at $977 at checkout. Let's show you a couple last minute ideas before we get to our top of the hour. Don't forget about my 100-carat tourmaline necklace and the 10 carats in diamonds it comes with, but that one's unbelievable. $977. Here we go with the opal earrings. Just want to give these away. They're gorgeous. They're crystal opals, so they're translucent, transparent. They're really, I would say, transparent because you can see right on through, can't you? And you get all those colors, which just seem to be like a mirage of colors that come out of nowhere like kaleidoscopes. So amazing. It's 1130-488. That's a really pretty twisted ribbon design. I wouldn't say rope, but more ribbon design that you have around and around. Isn't that pretty? And this is only yellow gold, and we've got a couple of pairs. Now, there are no two opals that are exactly alike, so these are all, but they're all going to be like this, where they're ultra. I've seen every one of them, and so although we have a couple pairs, they all have these bright, almost turquoise bases, if you will, with all the reds, the greens, the blues, the yellows, and that just changes as they move. So it's like a pattern within this play of color stone, which is a phenomenal stone. It's 0488, and there's 18 karat solid yellow gold, which we love for an earring. We love for anything, I think. But also with 18 karat, there is, somebody was just talking to me the other day. They were surprised to learn that gold can scratch. and I was just, you know, she was asking a couple questions about gold. And if you have gold, can it scratch? And I'm going, yes, gold is not the toughest metal in the world. And it's why a lot of times we refrain from, sometimes we'll actually refrain from doing anything in 18 karat gold when it's a large. It's the reason we don't do my signet ring in 18 karat gold. And the reason for that is as you get more purity in your gold, it gets softer. So I always think to, you know, point out that not only is 18 karat gold great for an earring because, well, you don't need to worry about it being tough. It's not going to scratch if it's in your ear. So you don't need to really worry about the toughness of your gold. You really are just looking, and actually it conversely helps you out because you are sensitive to alloys. You have fewer of those alloys when you've got 18 karat gold. So you react less when they're in your ear. So there's again, a benefit to having an 18 karat gold earring really over anything else, because yes, and this is why we don't make gold, or why we don't make 24 karat gold jewelry. 24 karat gold is far too soft to hold your gems and your diamonds. So that's why we do that. So keep in mind, that's just something important to remember about gold and how that works. But here's where we have a carat 60, and don't worry, they're going to look a lot bigger because they are opals, so that's what they do. But you've got the 18 karat gold. That's your only option, is the yellow. We're going to show them to you with a measurement. We have 3 minutes left to go till our top of the hour, and it's going to be a parade of big values. So get ready for it, and hope you're all ready. Are we ready for the studs already? I mean, a lot of times we have to wait till the middle point of the show. Are we all getting ready for the studs? Are we all ready? I think we're ready. Top of the hour. Should we do it in 3 minutes? The stud earrings are pretty limited, so I want to get them here on the earlier side. But let's take a look at these opals a couple of different ways. Centered post butterfly backing. Here's what they look like from a distance. And then you can see here, well, they are going to give you 3/8 of an inch top to bottom in their diameter. I'll put one onto the ear for you so you can see it that way. And then also note that beautiful little darker light I'm in is going to give you a lot more of that colorway. You can see how they tend to just pick up. I mean, my gosh, talk about a great summertime stone. It's got all these amazing colors together that looks so, so good. I love that they're turning more green and then they turn purple. You see that? Green, more greens and goldens and yellows, and then I see a lot of purple lavender, but still with those bright yellows. I mean, isn't this a fascinating stone? It's got all the colors you could ever want, wish, or hope for, and back to the wheel we'll go, because they're under $1,000 and they're not $999. So we're already loving the value here, especially with that 18 karat gold upgrade you're getting. And that I love the way the ribbon texture is done. That is truly more gold because they're literally taking that gold design, that border and halo, and twisting that metal so that it goes all the way around. Center post butterfly backing. Let's make them really affordable. Carat 60, that means 80 points per, but they actually look like a carat 60 each with that double visual you get with the opals. And they're not even $888 or $777. We've only got a few pairs to go around. Only so many opals that can be that lively and that bright and that colorful. But we will make them, and rounds too. I mean, rounds, we love a round, that's always rare. Let's do better than $699 or $599. Huge value right now, $499 for the pair. So very excited to see that, okay? So this is your moment here, and $499 still comes down. Over $50 of savings for you because that's going to end up being all of $439 per pair. Let's give them 60 seconds. Then we're going to go to our top of the hours already here. Can you believe it? Almost. We're 1 minute away. We'll be right on time. So big, big values coming up. And yes, we're going to go ahead and bring you the Asher Cut Diamond Studs next. I can't wait. So they're on the way, but let's get our opals gone first because everything going quickly. And that's how it works on a Saturday like this one. The all-star lineup of this Saturday morning is just incredible. It really, truly is. So I'm very glad you're with us to see it and be a part of it. That's very, very important, and thrilled that we can bring you these types of values like a $439 18 karat gold earring with gorgeous matched opals. Does not get any better than that. Just simply does not. Would you like a pair? Call them out, operators, for me because I only have a few pairs left to go around. I want to make sure we don't oversell. That would be a problem. How many for you, Victor? One pair, okay? Because you can get more than one if you'd like to. If you're a stacker, if you want to give them as a gift, you can do that. Thank you, Jason. One pair over there. One pair for you, one pair. Okay, so we're very busy on the phone lines, so we'll give it a couple seconds to get everybody through. We'll sell these out, and then we'll talk top of the hour. And our biggest, most important diamond studs ever. They're coming. Cannot believe today is here. Cannot believe this is really, it's a total pinch me moment for me. Like, this is a major moment. I've wanted to have earrings like this forever, and I never have. 26 years of doing this every day, never have had anything like what we're going to show you coming up as soon as these earrings sell out. So big day today for values. Gotta love this $439 earring. How many more? Who else has got a pair? Anybody, Andy, that I should know about over on the other side of the country getting a pair? Okay. By the way, the Princess Cut Peridot is still here. The blue zircon round is still here. And the opal. And the floral ring in 18 karat rose gold. That's what we have from the hour number 1 of this Saturday, July 18th. I was going to get to this ring, but I guess we'll have to wait. We'll wait till a little bit later. Unless you want to see it right now, then I can show it now. But that is the blue green tourmaline 9 karat 18. Wow. So fabulous. All right. Just making sure we get these sold out. Yes. I do have a request for Mary. Yeah, I've been shouting her out. We've got emerald earrings for her. She'd like to see them now? You got it. They're from the other day, 112-8897. Let's move those aside very quickly to bring Mary's earring here. This is emerald that's going to sit like so. Yes. Yes. No, I think I'll show you. I don't think so at all, Victor. Do we have Tony still there? I've never pulled up for those opals. It's 113-1488, or not 14, 488. Take a look at the, let me move my earring out and then show you. It doesn't really matter, does it? Take a look. Take a look. There's how they would look. I think they would work. I love them as a second piercing earring. I think that works just fine. That's my opinion. Okay, so that's what they look like on the second. Let's make sure we get these emeralds out for Mary. It's 112-8897. Platinum is the setting here. I'm going to zoom right on back, then we'll try these on for you as well. Platinum, they stay in platinum. It's a matched pair of pairs in the emerald. 130 is the total pear shape weight here. So yes, you've got some good sized stones there. 65 points or so. It's a good size. Emeralds also like opals where it looks bigger than it weighs. Plus you have a carat in diamonds as well. And then they have a post at the top. So the point, because the whole earring is really meant with that theme of the pear shape in mind. Here's what they look like from a bit of a distance away so I can get to the measurement. And it is wonderful to see that bright, bright, bright Colombian. And do you see how they're flared out or flared in, just depending on how you put them on, because there is a left and right design. So you can see here that they are 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. The post is at the top, as I mentioned. Butterfly backing as well. And I'll pop one on for you also. So again, they're sitting on their side right here, but there is a, let's see, I might want to switch them out because I kind of feel like the other way maybe is the best way to wear them. And then we'll have our studs here coming up for you as promised, but I'm just going to borrow this one because that way they flare out from my face and I kind of like the way that looks. So I'll show that to you, but you can see there the brightness of these emeralds is just really what the big story is. That's the headline. Oh, look at how lovely those are. So rare to find emeralds, and again, I don't have a backing on, but they come with butterfly backings, and they just look amazing, don't they? They'll sit a little bit more like that when you get your backing in, but you got that beautiful, even my earrings dragging it down a bit, but look at how beautiful that is as far as a color and clarity that you're getting in that emerald. They're outstanding, and they are $28.88. They were also part of a big wheel blowout the other day, so very proud to bring them to you again here today as a second look, and then we'll go back up close and see what you think. $28.88. On that incredible earring with a pair of pears in the emeralds out of Colombia. Muso mine material, you can tell by that color, and then this is your more upright view here of that one I just had on, which is why it has my fingerprint on it. So there you go. That's what it looks like, all polished up to perfection, but $28.88. It's got a big discount of over $300 extra off, so you can take advantage of that and get them while they're here. So that's hugely important. And also, how are we doing on the opals? Any opals left? I lost track when we got our requests in here, so we'll see if we have any of the opals left for you, and I'll let you know how we're doing there. And then we've got top of the hour. It's already come and gone, and we're getting busy, and I wonder why. Probably because you're waiting for the biggest value ever in studs that we have had on our biggest size as well. And very excited to bring them to you. So that's going to be coming up here, but let's see how we're doing on the emerald earrings at $28.88. Just a reminder that price tag comes down to a better price, which is $25.41. You've got them. Congratulations. They're on their way out. So now we're talking about, and those earrings are, congratulations, they're gone. But let's take a look at this, because this is what we've been waiting on. And I'm so excited that we have an Asher cut diamond stud, and let me tell you something, I wish there were more of them, and this is really important material here that we cannot wait to share. I've got the white and the yellow gold available for you. It's incredible material. It's Asher cut, just perfection here, because this is like an emerald cut, where it's a really, really, really rare cut because of the fact that they're also so clean. They should be, they have to be. You don't take really included material and cut them this way, and I'm going to try those on for you. It's item number 113-1498. Let me make sure we're centered here. Our wheels all over the place. So check this out. This is what we've been waiting for as part of our all-star Saturday morning that we have here for you today. Glad you're with us to be a part of it. Let me welcome everybody to the show, because we've been busy here with requests and great ideas going out the door and incredible values and discounts, so we're glad you're with us today. Hi everybody, I'm Lauren Blair. We have 2 hours left today, and as I've been telling you, this is really the all-star Saturday. It's not even, I would say, arguably the biggest Saturday. I don't think there's any contest here. This incredible next 2 hours, which starts with Asher cut studs in this huge size, is only the beginning. We've got an incredible yellow diamond designer ring that's coming up in incredible value. The Museum Reserve Tanzanite that's 13 carats that I flashed earlier is an incredible value. So lots of great things to get to, lots of beautiful ideas. But this is our 2 carat total weight stud. And oh, how I've been waiting and waiting and waiting 10 years for something like this. Now, the truth is there has been a 2 carat stud before, but they were the classic traditional round brilliance. And I checked back when I showed them way back when they debuted, that was years ago, they were $69.99 for white diamond round brilliance of this size. Because the big deal here is, obviously we've brought you plenty of 1 carat total weights, but that's 50 points and 50 points. Vastly different major moment when you're getting 1 carat in each ear. That's a whole different proposition here. That's what you have. 1 carat per ear, 2 carats total weight, that's a minimum, in your choice of white gold or yellow gold. And they even come with screwbacks, and they really have to with this size. This is an important diamond, and these are not your cheapies or your everydays or your basics. So if you don't want screwbacks, We can modify them, but we do recommend it because they're such high end. You have no idea how many people I know over the years that are customers here that have maybe lost their pushbacks and their butterfly backs, and they went to go get, undressed that evening, and they realized they were missing an earring and there was no way to find it, and they had to buy a whole new pair. And so let's just prevent that from happening on these 1 carats, because this is not that kind of, oh, let me just replace them over and over. This is an important earring. So we've got the screwbacks, which are usually a $350 add-on. We're including that just because we know and understand. We didn't charge you for it, but we're including that because we want them to be secure and safe as possible so that you don't lose them, okay? So it takes a little more effort just to put them on, but it's worth it to make sure that they are on. So that's the deal with the screwback. So again, you just thread on your backing. It's like it, and I'll show them to you so you can see. They're nice oversized screwbacks. But this is 2 carats, which is what makes this the headliner of the day. And the fact is I looked up even our 2 carat round brilliant diamond studs that used to be $69.99 are now $89.99, just because of the way that gold and diamonds have elevated in their price point. Well, that brings us to today's major value, which is limited. There are not that many to go around, unfortunately, but there is going to be that big value, and we have the white and the yellow gold here in studio. I'll show them to you on. This is what I love the most about this stud, is that way they present to the ear. They're very large, because I find that a 1 carat total weight still is on the smaller side for the lobe, especially for a primary piercing. So I really enjoy when you've got obviously more size, and that's what's really challenging about diamonds, because as you get into bigger sizes of diamonds, they get really expensive. Remember, there's that exponential scale. So you can make a tiny little step up in size and suddenly they inflate by 5 or 6 times. So this is where, again, this value comes into play. This is our biggest and best value we've had in diamond studs ever. And yes, there have been more affordable studs, but I'm not talking about affordability. I'm talking about value. So let's take a look at them. This is what's available for you here today in the white or the yellow gold. And they are, yep, the Asher cut. So this is step faceting that looks so amazing. Wait till you see these on. The way this size presents is just beautiful. I'm going to show you here. And obviously the square, you can wear them square or angled. So here's how they look from a distance away, just to see that gorgeous size they give. Look at that. That's impressive. Here's how they measure. Just, well, I wouldn't say quite to 3/8. It's right there. I mean, right below, it's above a quarter and really close to 3/8. When you angle them this way, which is how I love to wear them, they're 3/8 of an inch. So here's what we're going to offer. I'm going to show them on because that's really important here with this stud, because this is why we get into bigger studs. This is why so many of us always are asking, wanting, hoping, wishing, all of that for a bigger stud. Well, here's what they look like on, and you can see how I just angled them beautifully. So you can see there what they do. How gorgeous is that? I love them set this way. I recommend just, again, putting them on with that top to bottom, northeast, southwest point that you've got there. Really important. And guess what we're going to do? Huge opportunity. Look at the way they catch the light because of those big step facets you have. They're absolutely incredible. They are not going to be that $89.99 price tag that the exact same size in the round brilliants are today. We're going to go a lot less, even than $69.99, where the 2 carat round brilliants were way back when. Yes, we'll go back to up close as well and take a look. And then how are we doing? Are we ready to get the big value on the Asher cuts? And I know that's a very big investment to make in any piece of jewelry. It really is. Keeping in mind, though, of course, that we've got diamond studs. So still would be, I think they're best for primary piercings. If you like a bigger stud in the second, you could go there as well. But keeping in mind that we invest into diamond studs. We oftentimes are going to make that investment into a stud knowing all well that we're going to wear this likely more than any other earring we have. And so it's worth that investment. If you're looking for the most statement style you could ever get for the second piercing, it's a great way to do that. I would really recommend it. But it's also not going to be $69.99. That marks our best price we ever saw in the round brilliants way back when. And again, the round brilliants are now $89.99. So if you would like the round brilliants instead, we can offer them. They are here. We can bring them out. But if you love the elegance, the upgrade, the step faceting that just has a totally different way that they play with the light and they react to the light and they reflect the light, this is where you go. It's as elegant and high-end as an emerald cut is, and I think we know how rare those are and how specialty they are. If you ever look at the most important, the really important diamond rings out there, just the big solitaires, the big wedding sets, the engagement rings, what are they? It's always the emerald cuts and the Asher cuts. They have a premium price tag because they have to be so much cleaner to pull off that cutting and to still have them look like absolute rock stars. So this is the way to go. Take a look at them. They're not going to be $69.99. It's a huge moment and value. You got to call me early though, because obviously not a lot of them here. That's important. Not a lot of them. That's an understatement. And they're not going to be $69.99 either. This is our big sale event. You get that huge discount. And watch what we're doing as our top of the hour special before that. So you don't even have to pay $69.99. So really important. So, and that's going to be amazing. And here we are with that really important value that's not even $69 or $59 or even $49.99. This is the value you need to get a hold of. And to get an Asher cut, I don't know if you've tried to find them. I know I did. I did the legwork. It's part of my job. And yet, guess what? Nothing out there in VS, natural material. Lots of lab-grown options, but still, have you noticed there's not a lot of fancy cuts in the lab-grown? They typically are round brilliants, and that's it. There's like the basic cuts, right? The round brilliants, the pear shapes. Very tough to find these fancier cuts, and yet it's not even $49.99. Huge value here. Come on in. Very limited on the Asher cuts. I don't know if we're going to have a pendant to match tomorrow or not. Depends on if we sell out what we have here in the pairs. But how spectacular is this that, again, $69.99 was the old price on the rounds. We're upgrading you in the carat weight and the cut. We're upgrading you in the screwback style, which normally was an add-on. That was something you normally had to pay extra for, and now you don't, which is highly valuable because if you've ever lost a diamond, you know that screwback is worth the extra investment. We're throwing that in for free, and here's what I have for you instead of $49.99 or even $4,500. This is the value of the day. And then we have the yellow diamond band as well, but this is quite the show to take advantage of. And if you want the best studs, the biggest and best we've ever had, this is the way to go. No question about it. The ultimate value. Take advantage of it because so limited. Already 3 pairs gone. Thank you so much. We already have a few of you who are already ready to go, knowing that there is no better value in diamonds. Nobody's going to ever offer you a better diamond value than what we're going to do. So you feel confident in shopping your greatest source, your friend in the business, your family member in the business, but they're not even $4,500. Huge value right now. Take advantage. Congratulations if you get a pair. They're not even $45 or $44. And let's keep in mind that 12% off is a significant discount, especially on the higher end items. That's really crucial. So the price you see, I was debating on the way in even today, thinking about, I almost wish it wasn't a sales show because if you could see the price this turns into, like right now, it's over $500 off. I almost wish you could see, because I got to put the price up there, but then have to tell you, verbally tell you what the price you pay is. I would rather put this price here on the air. So we may even do that underneath of like what the discount actually is, because I just want you to see that kind of price reduction you're getting. And we're really busy. Yikes, we have a backup on the phone lines right now. So obviously not everybody's going to get a pair, and I apologize in advance for that. I wish we had more to go around, but it's simply the nature of the beast when you're working with 1 carat Asher cuts, and they got to be the match and the VS and all of that, but they're not going to be $44.99 either. So this gets better, and if you're already doing the math, you're realizing, wait a minute, I'm under $4,000 as it is. Well, wait for this, because we're going to do even better. And again, get as many as you need, because I'm not even putting a limit. So if there is something that, let's say, maybe you're thinking, holidays are going to be here before I know it. We're already almost in August, so maybe I want to take advantage of this. Yes, you do. Because I think it's fair to say that after 10 years here, I'm never having this earring. I don't think it's fair to say that we're going to have them again and again and again and again. This is not going to be the recurring character that keeps on coming out here at TVON, okay? It's not going to be my new co-host. It's just here today and gone probably in an hour. They always say gone to here today, gone tomorrow. I'd say here today, gone in an hour. That's what I would say. But let's go ahead and blow them out. They're not even $44.99. This is just absurdly good, because right now you're probably doing the math and you're realizing that's $39.59 at checkout. I'm going. I'm getting to the phone lines. I'm getting a pair, but they're not. They're not 44. They're not 43. This is obscene for even a 1 carat. Please, Scout, you can put this price up against 1 carat total weight prices out there. Do it. You're never going to find anything like this. Never a 1 carat for this price in natural from the earth. We're not doing lab grown here. This is natural from from the earth in a 1 carat minimum each, and they're absolutely gorgeous, and they're not going to be 43 or 42 or 41. We're blowing them out. This is for today only, and it's while they last. And so somebody just upped their quantity. They just said 1, but now they reserve 2. They're taking 2 instead of 1 because I don't know whether they're gifting or stacking, but either way, got to take advantage because, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody who needs the greatest stud, and I don't think we're going to have larger because I can speak for 10 years here. We've never had anything larger than this in a diamond stud. And so let's blow them out, not $4,099. What a day to be arriving here and getting your forever stud earring and your upgrade, because they're $3,999. But wait, I need to tell you this where they're at, because this is what's crucial, because we already yell them out, operators. I'm very busy on the phone lines. Here's the bigger issue. This is not $39.99 you're paying, because after that 12% off happens, they're $3,519. They're basically $3,500 a pair to get yourself 2 carats of Asher cuts. And it's not a combination or a cluster. It's 1 carat on one ear and 1 carat on the other, and they're $3,519. That's a whole different price point than even what's on that screen there. So we've got 60 seconds left. Take a look. How many do you have? We've got another pair gone, another pair gone. This is just a huge moment here. $3,500 for 2 carats. That's where the gifting comes into play, and they're all done in 14 karat gold, again, with the screwbacks, that upgrade, and they're incredible, incredible on as well. So this is important. Take advantage of it, because $39.99 not going to last, and they're really $35.19. So what a piece, and what a way to go. And if you want a pair, you got to go now, because we're already, well, we've got backed up lines. I'm going to assume everybody's getting 1 pair. I'm doing the countdown, assuming everybody's getting 1 pair. Some of you are getting more than 1 as well. So hugely important here to get on the phone lines now. $35.19 is your price tag at checkout. You will be thrilled and thrilled and thrilled. So again, fabulous quality VS, and you've got what again is it's so hard when you're up close. It really is, to be like, again, showing off. Like, these are diamonds that if you were scouting in, like, who got your pair, by the way? Thank you. Hi, Ed and Jan. Thank you so much. Nice to hear from you. And then again, who got your pair, Andy? Thank you, Sally, so much. Appreciate you. Enjoy your earrings. Who else? All right, so we've got, you got it. So Ronald's got a pair as well. Thank you, thank you. You've got another pair. Wonderful. Suzanne's getting a pair as well. Thank you, Suzanne. Brenda's getting a pair. Barbara's getting a pair. Who got 2 over there? Okay, Teresa. Teresa got 2 pairs. Wonderful. So $35.19, and only going to be a few seconds left. And then get ready, because we got the big yellow diamond band that's also coming up today. This is that nearly 2 carat. Look at that. That is so wild. Look at that yellow diamond band, and something for the ladies who want big and bold, but easy to wear, because it's pretty low profile. So it's that bold style, sits low profile. I do want to show you this tourmaline, because this tourmaline is so everything I ever wanted in my gemstone collection, and I have a 10 karat Paraíba. I got to tell you, I wish mine was only $49.99 back when I got mine, right? Like, this is crazy. We've got a beautiful, beautiful value coming up. And yes, you're going to get the opportunity of a lifetime, but that's where I'm going to give it away right now. You just need to call me. Just need to call me. I know we're busy on the phone line still, but we're running out of quantity there on those studs. So 1130977 is here, and we've got a lot of show to get to. Yeah. Sure. The studs. Do you have a preference, white or yellow? Okay, so let me just show the studs again on the ear. 113-1498. And again, I like to put them at that angle so that you have that point, that corner, because that's what's beautiful about an Asher cut and a princess cut, is they get those corners there. So you see here what they look like when they're on. I love them rotated like this. I think that's a really, really special look when they do. Oh, hello. So when we do that here, you can see how beautiful they are when I just simply rotated them. Also, they do that surface shine like you would get off of a princess cut, or of course an Asher cut, where the whole surface just does that blinding light. And this is the actual pair, obviously. So this is one of the pairs, so you can see that size. It's not like a dupe where I'm showing you a 5 carat and gonna send you something that's microscopic. No, we don't work that way. I know that's a trick of the trade out there, but we don't do that. So again, a beautiful, beautiful idea where you can see on my lobe what they look like. Of course, if you want to wear them in that traditional setting square, they look good that way too. They really do. Just kind of, I think it just depends kind of on the shape. shape. You know how some people, we all have different shaped lobes. So depending on the shape of your lobe or how much room you have on the lobe, I think dictates how you wear them as far as how you rotate them. But aren't they gorgeous? They're big. And I do think that they would work if you like a larger stud in the second or third. I think they would work that way as well. And you can see I love an Asher cut, so I have one in my hoop there. Back to the wheel we'll go. We're going to show you this beautiful, wow, look at that blue-green. So there's not only a beautiful blue-green color, but there's also a snap and a sparkle, and it's nearly 10 carats. And I'm going to give the thing away because if I wanted to ask $50,000, we could probably get it. It's just that worthy, that valuable, that beautiful, that rare. It's 43 points and diamonds around it with the flair of the baguettes in the rounds, and this is why you need to be on the phone lines ready to go in against screwbacks, but if you need pushbacks, we can probably convert them. I just don't recommend it because I don't want you to lose them. I don't want a brush of the hair or a hug by somebody to have the earring fly off and you lose a 1 carat diamond forever and ever. I don't want that to happen. So keep that in mind, is that I really recommend the screwbacks. It just takes a little more time to put them on because you're threading them instead of pushing them. But again, it's worth it to have that safety and security because they can't just fly off your ear and you'd never be noticing till it's too late. So here's our 9 carat 18. Mint blue green tourmaline, and what a cut. It's got a water spot on it, so let me get that off. I just saw it reflect in the light there, so let me get that a quick polish here, and while I'm at it, I'll try it on for you. Well, 50,000 not going to be, because I'll tell you, as a 10 carat Paraíba owner, and I wish mine was this pretty because this is the Roval cutting, and I love mine. Mine's a cushion cut, quite square, so it's got its own flash. But this is really outstanding to have that Roval cutting as you're seeing here. Look what that does. This is not, again, we didn't just add sparkle filters or what we call the star filters on the cameras. Everybody uses them but us. We don't need to. Our jewelry just does it on its own, you know? It's like what they always say, right? It's true. If you just really are having the best in the world, you don't need any enhancements. We don't need to show you things that aren't there or artificially make things look better. It's the gems that we select that we have here that do that. And so no need. Can you imagine? It might be too much. I wonder what would happen if we had one of those star filters. It would probably look absolutely like supernatural. It'd look crazy. It would probably be hard to even see what's going on with the colors of the stone because it'd just be a little wild. But this is that 9 carat 18 Roval stone. Give me a call because we're blowing it out. It's not 50 grand or 30 grand or even $25,000 when 10 carats in a tourmaline that looks like that. And we have to also just remind you how it's so rare. So really rare to get clarity in a type 3 tourmaline. They're all type 3. Every tourmaline, no matter the color or the content of its makeup, meaning the chemical compounds that made it the color it is, they always have that type 3 stipulation. So they should be included. And why is this one not? Well, it's just clean and bright and beautiful. So here's how we do it, guys. We've got a very, very special moment here for one caller, and it's not going to be $25,000 or $20,000 or even $10,000. And right now, if you're floating around $1,000 a carat on a tourmaline that looks like this, it's definitely going to go. That much we know. Are you waiting on this one? Already have somebody who's probably, I've shown it a couple of times. We've given it quick flashes here and there just to get you ready for it. And then got involved with our top of the hour. So glad it's here. It's not even $99.99. Better value, and what a way to save today because you've got all that extra with the 12% off too. So that's exciting, but it's, and you can even change the gold color. I'll put that out there if you'd rather have the yellow, that's no problem. But let's do something crazy and make it $4,999. And then you get it for, wait for it, it's $43.99 instead. There's $600 extra saved. So that's a big value there. And but per carat it's laughable. So please take advantage of that, especially when that really pretty halo's around it. You see the tapered baguettes, they're just east and west. The round brilliants fill in the rest of the halo, $43.99. All right, coming up, blues are, yes. The $9.99 Brazilian Paraíba? Marquise? Okay, gotcha. All right, Angela, we'll show it coming up. We'll show you our more petite Paraíba. This is not Paraíba, just for the record. It looks like it, but it's one of those that if it were a Paraíba, ooh, it'd be like 4.9 million. And instead it's $49.99, which is really $43.99. But here is the Marquise from last night. It's 113-1651. So we'll take a quick look gander at this. And then if you're waiting on the yellow diamond, that yellow diamond special, which is I think equal, if not even better than the Asher cuts, just saying. Value-wise, wow. It's coming up in about 33 minutes, so that's the top of the hour at noon o'clock, if you will, okay? So noon, West Coast, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. Here we go. There's the Marquise cut. 6 points in that Paraiba, and then 21 points in the diamond split shank on the sides, and a nice halo to go all the way around your fabulous, fabulous ring. This is really easy to wear, classic in its style. And yet, boy, if that blue-green tourmaline's here, I may have to get a new job. That's crazy. That's so good. That was a giveaway. But if you'd like this one, it's $9.99. That was here from last night. So bringing it down to $8.79 with your discount. And then we've got, blue zircon earrings I got to show you. Blue zircon drops. And we have a star ruby that is perfection. Oh, my gosh. The star ruby we have. And don't forget, if anybody likes 100 carats of tourmaline and 10 carats in diamonds, I do have this necklace here today as well. This is awfully pretty too. What do you think? Can you imagine 100 carats of tourmaline? Different colors, candy colors, 10 carats in diamonds. Anyway, back to the wheel, yes. This one, okay, the Marquise cut gone. Congratulations, it means it's star ruby time. And then we're waiting to see who's got our 9, so we're waiting to see who's got the 9 carat 18. Sorry, I got distracted. That's a beautiful star ruby. Defined, yes. Had a blue star yesterday. That was blue star sapphire. Now we're talking about a beautiful ruby. Item number 1130707, and another onesie for you. Brand new today. Look at that. Nice bigger chunky diamonds there around it for its halo. 84 points there to go with your 209. And we're coming closer. Now let's do the demo I like to do, because otherwise we all get still confused. What's up with the stars? Why are there 2? Why is there now 1? Light source, 1 light source per star, 1 star per light source. 2 light sources, watch it. 2 stars, 1 light source, 1 star. So play with it when you get it at home. You can do the same thing. You could put 3 stars and 4 stars. Just put all the different light sources you want and watch the magic of the phenomenal ruby happen. Who got that beautiful Paraiba? Thank you. Was it Angela, our requester? Wonderful. That's so great. Thank you so much. Glad you got it. Now here we are with the 209 star ruby. There's a lot of, as usual, a lot of different options when it comes to star ruby from a lot of perspectives. The size, the color of your ruby, the definition of the star. This is about as defined as a star will get, which I know I've had a lot of requests for, because there's no wishy-washiness, if you will, to it's that defined perfectly, as if you took, like, again, no different than if you were thinking about if you're going to do a drawing, what kind of brush you're going to use. Are you going to use a fine tip brush? Are you going to use a little wider brush? It's the same kind of thing. A really fine, like a ballpoint pen or that fine tipped pencil. It really is where we look for those super defined, the definition of the star, do the legs of that star, go all the way to the very edges of the stone. That's important as well. But 84 points in these incredible, incredible diamonds, classic style. It's in the platinum, by the way. So yes, it's in the platinum metal. We'll stay in that platinum, but it is going to be sized for you as well. But what a value this is on the really important this month's birthstone, but kind of a fun, different, interesting way to do it, because most of our rubies would be a traditional facet pattern. This is where you get that really important cabochon, which of course in this case doesn't always give you a star, but in this case it does, making it extra, extra rare. But it also is, okay, $12,999 new. It's going to be a very, very important way to go. Look at those big diamonds that you have as well. I want to try it on. It looks like a teeny size, but I'm going to do my best here. So we'll show you some of these platinum pieces are just really on the 5 and 4 size. Usually most of them are 4s. But take a look at that so you can see that really defined star. We take care of the sizing for you. Just want to make sure you know if it looks a little small. That's why. So we take care of the sizing. It's free to you. And you know what? Let's blow it out for $2,999. If you want the ideal star ruby, there you go. So $2,639 instead is your price tag at checkout, and this is what it looks like again up close. Check out that super defined star you have. So really, that's just amazing, isn't it? One only there, of course, and that's going to be our fabulous one only. So take advantage, $2,639 and change, and one only on that one. And then we got to run. We got a lot to do before that yellow diamond band comes out in 28 minutes. Not a lot of time here until those fabulous wide bands is so beautiful. Gonna love what we're putting together for you. So many special pieces in this show. $29.99, comes down to $26.39. That tourmaline necklace, nobody's inquired about, please do. If you would like to have 100 carats of tourmaline and 10 carats in diamonds. That's something special. Take a look at this. Oh, wow. Pear-shaped blue zircons. Here we go. Pear-shaped blue zircon drop earrings, 113-1779 is your item number. What a beautiful look this is in the yellow too. It just goes to show you certain stones, they just look good in everything. When I think, oh, I think I prefer it in white gold, then I realize, no, I think I like it in the yellow gold too. It's just, again, fabulous look with the 18 karat. Again, we're doing that 18 karat upgrade more often than not. I don't think I got to stop calling it an upgrade. It seems like it's the standard at this point, doesn't it? It's $17.79, 18 karat gold, and that'll be our $487 total weight in the pear shapes. Also, those kite cut diamonds, those elongated, I call them obelisk, that's a little more accurate. And then the round brilliance up front, total diamond weight, 20 points on what they're calling the kites and 18 points in the round brilliance. So a grand total of 38 points in the diamonds, but that lever back style makes it secure and easy. That's wonderful. And then here we are with that really important zircon. Let me show them to you on the ear as well, but first a length measurement. Don't forget about that star ruby because everything's going eventually. We're just, going through jewelry, showing you as much as we can. Also would love your requests. We've had a few from last night. Give us those calls with your requests so we can bring those out for you. Here's what the length of your earring is, 1.25 inches top to bottom. That's what it looks like. Then we'll show them to you on, and then one caller. Do you know how many requests we've had? It's why we make things for you. If it ever seems like, why is it that I hear a request and then a couple days later it appears? Because that's how we operate. We are our own manufacturer. So when we hear your request or you're looking for something special and something specific, we show it to you because we're going to make it for you. And that's exactly what we did here with those gorgeous blue zircon drops. And you can see how lovely they are, how bright a blue they are. They just feel like they have their own lighting crew, don't they? They feel like they have their own spotlight within or like their own glow that's happening. It's amazing what these stones do. And yet one huge value, come on in quickly. Oh my goodness, these are amazing. They're not gonna be that $59.99 price after all. So we're gonna go a lot lower. There is only one pair though. We'll take another close-up look at them here and show you what we got for the discount and the value you've been after, as we are only, gosh, we're halfway through the show already. So it's amazing what we're doing here today, but you gotta call us. This is that All-Star Saturday you've been waiting on, the best of the best of the best. And let's blow them out here. 2 people already on the lines? No kidding. This is where I wish we had 2 pairs. I do not. I have the one. That's good. I just got my fingerprint on that one, so let me polish that up for you. It is going to be under $3,000. Half off already, and we're not done. $29.99? No. Even better. Even lower. More of the discounts you love, and we'll blow them out right now for $24.99, and I love that price because it still stays a nice round number after your discount. It's $21.99 and change at checkout instead. So even better, and $21.99 for one caller. Do you have a request there, Jason? Anything we can show you or anything you're asking about from earlier? We can bring those back out as well. Want to make sure we do all that for you before we go because we only have 85 minutes left, and at the top of the hour is that yellow diamond band. Also have a Brazilian Paraiba in quartz blowout that are really, really affordable. And they're all the big sizes too. So I think that's lovely. We have some huge, huge diamond hoops. And also our 13 karat tanzanite. Yes, 13 karat tanzanite on the way. Our yellow diamond band is going to absolutely blow up the phone lines. They're gonna be, I don't think the phone lines are gonna be able to handle this or sustain what we're going to do on our yellow diamond top of the hour. But let's get to our quick blowout wheel because we still got the blue zircon earrings at the moment. And then the ruby, the star ruby is here. And then let me know if you would like to see anything out of our entire inventory because this sale is wrapping up. So we wanna make sure that you get your chance to get 12% off your favorite pieces. Yes. 209 star ruby gone. Congratulations. And then we'll have the zircons do the same here shortly. Those zircons are not long for this world either. And how about that? Our 4 karat, I never would imagine the 9 karat 18 is still here, but the $49.99 918 tourmaline is still here. But let's get to our fabulous Brazilian tourmalines. Here we go. It's actually Brazilian tourmaline, but it's within quartz. Yes. Sure. Here's the, sure. Who is it? Let me get her attention. Elisa, we've got it. Coming up, take a look at this. This is the back of the star. So you can see it's pretty traditional as far as how it tapers. Like most bands, they get to be about 2 millimeters usually in the back, somewhere approximately, but this one, of course, in that platinum. So yeah, you do not need to size up on it. I would go traditional and true to size. And then of course, they don't polish the back of the cabochons typically, so you do see that there. So if it looks a little more dull than the front does, that's why. They polish up that cabochon like you see there, but that was great. Congratulations on that one. So let's bring back what I'm gonna build here as a wheel, and that's a very large representation of some Brazilian Paraíba quartz there to start. But then we've still got our blue zircon drops if you'd like those. So things are going after the fact. That's important. That means we're moving quickly. And then, of course, we've got 3 different pieces in total that you're going to see here as part of a blowout, a Brazilian blowout, they say. That's a hair treatment usually. But here's what we're doing, our own version of, and faster and easier and yeah, only slightly more money to get a Brazilian. That's going to last you a while too, right? It is important. So this is where, and they're just as sleek and beautiful and shining and bright and rare and special and all the things. Look at that. So there are 3 huge rings, and that's not just because the stone either. The stones are obviously larger as well, and we'll walk you through carat weights, but it's also the mountings. Big, heavy gold mountings. Our oval, our cushion, our pair, 1 onlys, all staying in the white gold as they are. We'll size them for you. And let's walk you through carat weights because they're all hanging between 3 and 5 carats. So let's show you which is which. And then let me know who's got the blue zircon drops because you know those aren't sticking around at $21.99. And now here we are with the fabulous, you can see the distinctive. I love when it's more distinctive, informed, like you just almost as if you've got any kind of, lapidary tendencies, you just want to get in there and excavate the Brazilian Paraíba and start to facet it, don't you? Because it's actually some pretty large pieces of rough within these quartz stones. But we start here. This is the 426 with 39 points in diamonds. They're all in 14 karat white gold. They, again, stay in the white gold, but that's our 426. That's the largest stone, if you're curious, and it also has the deepest color of your Brazilian. So it's interesting, even the shape. This is all natural. We shape and cut this quartz gem, but we don't facet this. So I love the way that crystal is naturally formed. It almost looks like an arrow, doesn't it? Then we have the oval. 325 on the oval, 68 points in diamonds. And finally, the pear shape, 3 carats 97 and 26 points in diamonds and a whole lot of gold in that whimsical type of sculptural mounting. We have 3 of them, and that's it. And here's what we're going to do for the price tag. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. I love this stone. I think it's a cool way. I mean, I'll take any Paraíba I can get. And you should do the same, especially if you are at all have collector's tendencies. You love an investment piece. You love something that's worth a whole lot more than the price tag we put on it. That's the way you go here. It is beautiful. Just a great way to get, very organic as well, because you're seeing that the way that in some, and they don't all grow this way, but just that really unique deposit where in this one little area of Brazil, still in that amazing Brazilian and that state of Paraíba, because that's where, again, that was the first discovery ever. The state is called Paraíba. That's where this stone was first discovered. And then the material you're seeing here is, of course, the Brazilian Paraíba was found growing within the quartz gem. And so that's together, but same type of area here. So adjacent to where you see those incredible Brazilian Paraíbas. And again, you never get Brazilian Paraíbas in big sizes of rough, but you do here. These are quite large, actually. They would facet probably 20-point stones or so. So it's a way to get a bigger representation of that neon blue-green color out of Brazil, get something that's historically significant, certainly a rarity. And then, of course, we've got the great value where I can guarantee you this. Put all the stuff I just told you about the stones and put it aside, because this is a great discount for the mountings by themselves. Really is. Take a look. You've got a great pickup here. Choose your favorite, pear, oval, or cushion, but they will not be even, no, 49, no, they all started there. We love that, but they're not going to be 5,000. They're nowhere near that. They're not 5, they're not 4, they're not 3. A blowout means a blowout, but you are still going to get your 12% off wherever I end up. And we're taking them lower than even $39.29, $19.99. What did I just say? $19.99. Incredible. But we're going lower. Let me know right now which one you like, because you can reserve it and still obviously pay whatever I end up at, which I'm already lower than the price I ever should have put on that wheel. And you know what? They're fabulous and they're large and they're really distinctive. I don't think you're going to have too many people in your circle that have a Brazilian Paraíba in quartz. And what a conversation piece that is. What a rarity. Don't know where else you can find them, but let's make them even better than 19, 18, 17. The blowout is on. We're going $1,699. They're only going to be $1,495 for any one of them. And again, if you need help, carat weights again, we'll show them to you on the hand as you request them. But this is the way you get your Brazilian Paraíba. If you want the larger representations, that big look and that wow factor, there's incredible gold. Also with every one of them, they're nice heavier mountings for you as well. $14.95, just can't beat that price. Oh, Ellie, interesting. I just saw your message. Tony sent it to me. For those of you that are wondering, I don't see the shows online, but I see Tony will send me any pertinent comments that I need to see. So as far as what size, that really is up to you. It's hard to say. But I do say, Ellie, if you want to be sure, what you can do is get online today. And you can get those ring sizers. Basically, they're like, it looks like a little key ring with a bunch of different rings on it, and they're in plastic, and you can figure out your new ring size. It's sometimes, or you can go to a jewelry store and then let us know tomorrow, you know, or, you know, if you get the ring sizer ordered, sometimes they come in a day or two. They're only a couple dollars. So it's sometimes a good investment if you are not sure, or let's say you don't know your pinky size, or yeah, I would say for a couple of bucks, you can get these little, just figure, I don't know what they're called, but they're like ring sizers, right? Not a mandrel. That shows you the size of your ring. These are like a bunch of little tiny rings that you can put them on and then see what fits. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure, I remember. The pear-shaped imperial from yesterday. Where's brand new Kathleen calling from? Hi, Kathleen in Wisconsin. Let's show her the imperial in the pear. I remember it, and it's gorgeous. And what a good way to start a TVON collection. Yes. You got it. Left side, pear shape. Let's go for it. Here's the pear shape on the hand, and who's this for? It's 112-8136. Here's what it looks like on the hand. That's our pear shape with that very distinctive, there's that Brazilian Paraíba crystal within the quartz. That was the $397 with the 26 points in diamonds that are just, it's like a crescent moon, all pave, all the way along one side. I love that it just feels like a little hug right up a line next to the pear-shaped curve that you have of that stone. So really important there. And that's going to be only, well, $14.95. They all are. So pick your favorite, one of each, all in the gold. They stay in the white gold, but we'll size them for you. And also, Ellie, you can also, if you ever guys don't know your ring size and you need like a moment this afternoon to go to a jewelry store and just have them tell you what your ring size is, they can help you that. So you can always place your order to not miss out on an item, because I know that's critical. Nobody wants to miss out. So what you can do is always place your order. You don't need to give us your ring size right away. If you'd like us to hold off on the ring size, you can call us back at your convenience and tell us what ring size you need. People do that all the time, or they place an order and they order one size, but then they call us back and say, actually, I need a different one. So no problem. Yes. Cushion, you got it. Here comes the cushion cut on the hand, and that's going to be item number 1128202. That would be the 426. That is the largest carat weight, and then it has the diamonds, which look like, well, basically it's all the round brilliance in a trillion shape on either side. And look at how that fills up the side to side on the hand there. So hopefully that helps, Ellie, guide you in the right direction. Yeah, especially if you know your ring size has changed a bit since the last time you bought jewelry. It's always a good idea to either, again, jewelry stores can help you out, or you can try to just order some of the ring sizer kits and they'll come right to your house. There's other ways to do it. You can print things out on the computer. If you have a printer, you can print that out and then put it around your finger. I find that's more complicated. But again, accuracy is a little more accurate when you get the actual rings, put them on. So it tells you more accurately your ring size. And you can determine what's comfortable and not. Yes? Oval. Here comes the oval. That's going to be item number 1128157, a 325 and 68 points in diamonds. And that's what all three look like on the hand. And Kathleen, we've got your request coming up. Thank you for your patience. We've just got a lot of people asking about Brazilian Paraíba in quartz at the moment, and why not for $14.95. And you saw how they have the larger and smaller diamonds and the different setting styles, shared prongs and pave on that setting style. And that's got the most, I would say, the most visual of your Brazilian Paraíba is in that particular stone. Yes, which one? You took the oval. All right, oval's gone. Jason's got the oval, 8157. And then we've got the cushion. I like the cushion the best. I don't know, there's something about between the pattern of the Brazilian, love the way the trillion shapes go on the side, and pear shape. Those are what's remaining, and we got both verifying right now. So now we get to the Imperial Topaz from last night. 112-2349 coming up right now is the Imperial Topaz out of Oro Preto. Now, I don't know if Kathleen has any questions about Imperials, because if you're new to us, you don't see them a lot of other places, but we're talking about 2349. Remember a couple things about the stone. It's the precious topaz. It's the all-natural topaz, because you know most topaz, like the blues, etc., they get a lot of treatments. This is no treating whatsoever, not even heat. One source in the world, so we're just stacking up the rarity levels here, and it's a carat 71, but this is the ultimate rarity because it's got a lot of pink to it in a conjunction with those golden oranges. So there's a yellow, there's an orange, but there's a lot of pink. I would say even more pink than goldens in this particular stone. Also has the 86 points in diamonds and the great finishing on the inside. I'm sure you want to see it on. We'll do that now. The beautiful pair, which obviously gives you a large visual here. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and then we'll show it the other way too, so you can see it if you like your pear shape pointing out. But that is part of, well, it was part of a big wheel last night, and guess what? It's under $3,000, and it's not even $29.99. It's $28.88 for that pear shape, and all finished. It's going to be any gold you want as well. Here's the quick reverse of it, so you can see that pear shape pointing the other direction, but that's a great way to go. And that's going to be, of course, much less, because with your discount, you get to save, and save some more, and get it for $25.41 instead. So about $2,500 to get you an Imperial Topaz in a nearly 2-carat size, and that makes it an incredibly important stone. So that'll be $25.41. Another request from last night. I know it was a busy night last night, out and about clearly, and so a lot of people picking up last night's items here this morning. So really glad we have them for you. That's going to be, and last call on the Brazilian Paraíba quartz too. Still have the pair and the cushion for you as well if you'd like to get either of those. But $28.88 turns into $25.41, but let me know who would like it before it's gone to somebody else. Because again, first come, first serve. Most everything I have for you is a one of a kind. So it is crucial to be on the phone lines early. Okay, so also we're only a few minutes away. Yes. Okay, thank you on the Imperial. That one's gone. And we're just a few minutes away from our top of the hour, but I do have a sapphire pendant that I want to show you. So that one is sold. Here comes the blue sapphire and the yellow diamond and the white diamonds. Fabulous. 113-1731 is your item number with our blue sapphire pendant this time around. It's also 18 karat gold. Seeing yet again a lot of 18 karat gold here today as usual, and a 53-point marquise. Bright royal blue, diamonds up top, and of course that's a marquise. It's an 18-point marquise yellow. And then you also have the white diamonds. So really beautiful. The round brilliance lead into the marquise. That extension off to the side is going to lead into your 18 karat mirror finish with your beautiful sapphire in that marquise cut. And then we'll show it to you from a distance away and give you that length. So 53 on the marquise, 18 points on the individual yellow, 7 points in white diamonds as well. And the bail is where I'm holding it. So that's going to be the top portion of the pendant. And then it'll extend vertically down the neckline like so. So here's what it looks like on the hand, and then we'll show you the length it gives, and then we'll put it on for you. Just want to move it over here so I can hold it. It's not going to stay upright when I hold it because I'm trying to not drop it for you, but it also has a little different setting when I hold it like that. It stays a little sideways, but it is 1 inch, so we can get to know it that way. And then take a look at it this way so you can see probably the easier way to tell how it's going to look when it's on the neckline. But it's a beautiful blue. Love the yellow beside it there. The two marquees just nestled one next to the other, and then back to the wheel we'll go and show you what it looks like up close. Good size bail. It'll fit diamonds by the yard, etc. Some of your nice bigger chains, nothing like huge, but you know, a decent sized box link, snake link, rope link, all those kind of things. But it's $9.99 first caller. 18 karat white gold and $999. That's it. Plus we have our last call in the show. We've got the big tanzanite still to come, which is that 13 karat mega Asher cut. What a day for Asher cut stones it's been. The diamonds, and now the tanzanite will be coming. Plus we have the yellow diamond top of the hour. Did bring out our largest 4 karat 10 diamond hoops, inside out ovals, so they're here as well. But there's our blue sapphire and yellow diamonds and white diamonds. It'll be $879 at checkout. Okay, so that's it. And then we've got also, ooh, the round spin is here in a pendant. So I had the big round last night in the ring, but I know a lot of you are nervous about wearing skeins as rings. So let's show you the pendant that we have as well. Plus there's also a large freshwater pearl. Got a white pearl for you in a large size. Also, is anybody looking for a huge turquoise? Because I happen to have this Sleeping Beauty round turquoise. Now that's special. And welcome to, is that Kathleen? Wonderful. Welcome officially to our show and to our family. Well done. She's been watching for a while, or? Yeah, watching a while and just decided that was too good to pass up. Well, welcome Kathleen in Wisconsin. Hope you love your Imperial. I think you will. And then let's talk about turquoise. But yes, we also have the yellow diamond band. Only about 7.5 minutes from right now is this yellow diamond band. Wow. It is so really, really special. And a lot of gold. If you've been missing out on those big gold, where'd all the gold go, right? That's a very special one. So that's coming up in just a matter of moments. So is this turquoise. Still want to remind you about what's left from the show because we're going for the whole closeout of the whole show. So we've also got the, you might have missed it earlier, back about 2 hours ago, had this incredible peridot. It's a princess cut peridot with the cornered prongs there, and my fingerprints are all over it. So 1129281, just want to remind you, since I know it's hard to be here right at the top, but there it is at 2 carats 95, solid gold setting. That's only $9.99 for a really beautiful, bright, extremely high quality peridot in a specialty cut as well. So the solitaire is not something we see that often in a color. Sometimes when we see solitaires, they're diamonds, but that's a really pretty one. So just wanted to bring it back out because I think especially in summertime, we love those vibrant neons, and this looks, I mean, it could pass for a big bright neon Paraíba in the green color, but it has that beautiful brightness that we rarely see in peridot. You get that fabulous princess cut. You see the cornered prongs there. That's going to be $9.99, but it's really $8.79 instead. So if you'd like that, let me know. Also have a huge aqua. I got excited because I got thrilled about the price tag here. Big time aqua. Sierra Santa Maria, $8.86. Look at this one. Now, this is not going to be for everybody, but as we're looking at a huge platinum setting and a nearly 9 carat, and yes, yellow diamond band coming up in a matter of 6 minutes, so don't go anywhere now. You've got to see what we have in store for the last hour, but this is the 886. 165 is the carat weight on the diamonds as well, and just ultimate luxury when it comes to this blue beryl gemstone. It's 113-1674, and that is going to be just a classic setting. Boy, you get the big diamonds, but yes, the halo all the way around, that very, very bright, and this is the best of Sierra Santa Maria too, because even with that category, that specific origin, there can be different colors. They're not all this saturated. This one is high-end, carat 65 in platinum. Love the way that looks. That nearly 9 carat is just perfection in aqua. Watch it from a distance away because if you think that color is going to fade or get light, nope, just look at how bright that is. Incredible, rare stone right now. And it will not be. A lot of things it's not that I was surprised to see because I was expecting full well $18,999 and I wasn't too far off. It's $14,999, but wait a minute. We're going to go a lot lower than that for anybody who would like it. Take it under $10,000. 5 minutes to go till our yellow diamond debut. And quite frankly, there's never been anything like it before. We've done yellow diamond simple bands. We've never done yellow diamond wide bands with big stones. So that's the real difference maker today. But so excited about this one being here. And yes, we do have your requests as well. So got to get those requests in so we can bring them out for you as we have coming up next for Patricia. All three. For Patricia, you got it. So Patricia will show you your request right before we go. If anybody would like the aquamarine, it's $59.99. I just took another huge discount, but then you've got your discount. And you'll actually get it for $52.79 instead. So how about that for a nearly 9 carat stone? Patricia, 3 things to look at. Ooh, where should we begin? Let's start with the emeralds. Start there. I got 3 quick requests, and chances are, if you like them too, you can dial in quickly as well. This is, well, we're going to start with an emerald here, and it's 1130983. Take a look at our 355 classic here. The Halo done in baguettes. Thank you, Patricia, for the request. I advise everybody to be like Patricia. Get your requests in before our last hour finishes up here. But we've got an 18 karat gold designer piece. Obviously, there's a sophistication to this Halo because of the fact that it's that mostly baguettes. But it does have the 355. This is our Zambian emerald, which, of course, is mimicking the colors we would also get out of the Muzo mine in its best quality. But it's a 355, so it's huge. Remember, buying guides top out at 4, so anything greater than 4 hardly ever exists in nature. This one's getting close to that top high end. Plus, it has 23 points in the baguettes, and the round brilliants are along the corners. They're basically hugging onto the prongs there. 11 points of those round brilliants and 34 points overall. It just keeps it classic. Let's take a look, though, from a distance on the hand so you can really see this stone light up and glow, because when a stone has clarity like that, which only gets trickier as you get into bigger sizes, more of a challenge to get the clarity like that when you're into such a large size. But what we're going to do is blow it out right now for you and give you that great discount you love and expect. And this one will be down to $59.99. Also, there's a tanzanite. And then finally, there's a yellow diamond stiletto pendant. So we'll show you those before we get to our top of the hour. Just the idea is to get to all these requests here and always put a priority on those requests. But we do have a mega top of the hour coming up that you will love. It's very, very designer and feels great. It just has so much gold. So here we are with our tanzanite. Patricia, take a look at this trillion with the yellows. Well, that's one of the best trillions you'll ever see. Look at the reds. 1129659 is the item number. Keep in mind, this is the 916 trillion. It has the big pear shape. Yellow diamonds. I love that they're just north of the center and just creating that. When it's on, you'll see that the band really just disappears. So, hey, Teresita, thank you so much for your email. I'm so glad that you liked the earrings. Oh, thank you for shopping today. Glad to hear you love them. And I was thrilled about them too. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good to hear from you. And here we are with our 9 karat 16, 39 points in the yellows, also 27 points in the white diamonds. And then, oh yeah, under $5,000. Actually, we're going to go less than $49.99 for you. Got a quick couple of minutes here. We've got like 90 seconds before our top of the hour. So let's just go ahead and take it even lower at $46.99 instead. The good news there is you don't even pay that. It's $41.35 at checkout. For the big tanzanite, you got to see this on, because the way this looks on the hand with the way that those yellow diamonds extend out from the sides and still give it this classic halo. You're going to see here what this does when it's on the hand. It is fabulous. Look at that. So do you see what I mean by they're just off center, but they still really make it so you have this complete side to side. And if you like, it's much like a pear shape, where I like to show it both different directions for you so you can see how it looks, because it kind of changes the look a little bit depending on how you wear it. So that'll be $41.35 if you'd like to get that trillion. And then finally, we have a request for the yellow diamond pendant, which is 1129591, which is the stiletto style of the fancy radiance. Now, this also goes back to a ring that we had, a band ring that was very popular. It's 1129591. 2 carats total weight of your yellow diamonds, 1.5 inches in the length, hidden bail on one side, so it does fit north to south on the neckline. And I'll tell you, that is a real pretty, just waterfall, just this great, consistent, side to side, to top to bottom, to back to back to back, yellow diamonds here that are all just as the name implies. They are indeed radiant. And I do want to point out that they are a bit more punch of color than some yellows. Some yellows can be lighter, yellows can be brighter. This is what we want, the brighter material. And when you see it from a distance, let's show you the measurement that it gives and the length and how it's going to look on. But that, oh yeah. Oh, look at that. It just somehow looks like it's just one solid, beautiful look there. The stiletto's it's very alluring. It's very captivating. It just kind of draws people in, and look at how beautiful with that 1.5 inches or so in that length. Here's what it's going to look like on. And again, remember, you pop your favorite chain right on through it and you're good to go. So yellow gold is probably the best if you just want it to all play together and match, but you can put it a little bit higher, a little bit lower, however you like it. But just a really special piece where you see the sparkle that just gets very intense there. And let's go back up close and show you again what this looks like. And we'll blow it out right now. It's $1,999. That'll be it. So it's $1,759 instead, so a much better value there if you'd like to take advantage of any three, the Tanzanite Trillion, the Emerald, or the fabulous yellow diamond stiletto drop. So $17.59, and then it's going to be yellow diamond time, and we still have a tanzanite still to come, which is the Asher cut. That is our 13 karat total masterpiece. It's amazing what we're going to do on a 13 karat in the price tag. But here we are, top of the hour's already here. Can you believe it? Got a big special for you on the way as we go from one yellow diamond piece to another. So I'll tell you what, a lot of people are going to be thinking about that pendant once we also see the savings we're going to provide on the band ring that is coming. Welcome in to our last hour of our Saturday on this July 18th. Can you believe it? Summertime in full effect. Glad you're with us today. So we have a little bit less than an hour to go. I've been saving that top of the hour, this band ring. It's like if you've been asking yourself, where, oh, where has the gold gone? Well, you haven't been shopping with us, because not only are we bringing you higher purities of gold like 18 karat a lot lately, but we're also bringing you a ton of it, because you can't set all those big yellow diamonds without having a lot of gold first. And that's what we're going to bring you now. So welcome in. My name is Lauren Blair. We have an hour left, and we're taking requests as we just had. Patricia just asked for 3 of them. You can ask for as many requests as you want. We'll bring them all out for you. That's what we're here to do. But we got 12% that's dwindling. It's not going to be lasting much longer. We got the big values. We'll do a couple of recaps. We don't have a lot left from the show. So that is why, again, ask about any pieces you might have missed out on. We'll let you know if they're still here, and yet big top of the hour coming up. So come on in with requests. We're here to help, and a big happy Saturday to you. Let's take a look at how we're going to celebrate yellow diamonds in a band ring. I'm going to move this aside, but remember that. Keep that in mind as we look at this gorgeous ring that looks almost as if you've crocheted gold. Crochet's hot right now. I mean, it's really hot, but let's just talk about how we can create a detail in texture and design with the ultimate high level in gold and huge individual diamonds. It's 113-1782. Honestly, I was very excited about those Asher cuts, and they are amazing, and we'll recap those. But this is what I think could even be a more spectacular value than anything else I have to debut for you all month long, all sales event long. This is it. It's 14 karat solid gold. This is the ultimate yellow diamond band, and it's so comfortable and it's so wearable, but I love seeing it up close because looking at it, you realize there are marquise cuts all the way. Well, let me just frame it the proper way here. When you look at these diamonds, they're not marquise cuts. So let's be clear. The design is made up of these beautiful marquise spaces, if you will. The stones themselves are actually rounds. Every one of them you see on the outside edges that breaks, kind of puts a button in between so it really stays very solid and consistent. But those are actually all round brilliance. Thanks to that incredible unending sparkle you get from those round brilliants, all matched to perfection in the bright yellows. Like we talk about, it's a carat 77 of diamonds. My goodness, that's amazing. And honestly, I thought it was more, but I'm going to go with it here. And yet, it's got the round brilliance, and then some are set within these beautiful, all linked together, but it doesn't, it's not like again, there's no element of, oh, wow, this is the best view to actually show you what I'm about to describe. How they're all set, soldered piece by piece, but it's still a bit of negative space that really gives it that unique texture. There's a different way the diamonds are brilliant and the gold glows with that mirror finishing in the gold. So look at how solid and consistent, and I got to tell you, when everybody else is abandoning gold completely. And by the way, to that measure, I've heard so many complaints from so many people in the business who are like, we can't ever do any precious metals anymore. No kidding. I've heard complaints from viewers who are watching everywhere you used to watch and going, where has even the sterling gone? Precious metal, that's why you really tune in and go, okay, this is where I can still get solid, not sterling, we don't do sterling, but I'm going to tell you, we have an incredible gold collection where we got to keep that in mind. There's a reason everybody's gotten rid of their gold and their platinum and their sterling, and everyone's turning to bronzes and platings and stainless steels and all these things, which are fine, it's okay. But the problem is in jewelry is we wear them, and as we wear those, sometimes, platings wear off and think, that. That's probably why you're here, is because, where's the gold? And when gold's the most precious of all, and we're doing pieces like this, I just like to point out, this is a bit of a miracle. And that is only a slight overstatement because it is a miracle to do this kind of gold content, this kind of gold size and weight. And again, the gram weight's going to depend on the ring size you get. Some of you are going to get a 3, some of you are going to get a 13. The gram weight's going to depend on the ring size. However, you can't deny that's a wide band with a lot of gold, and nobody's doing that anymore because it's not economical to do so. You can't provide your customer values when you're working with a lot of gold unless you're TVON. And that is why we are still, again, we are the leader in fine jewelry. I have yet to have anybody tell me they found a better value in fine jewelry anywhere on the planet. Anywhere, whether you're shopping in Europe, or whether you're shopping here, or whether you're in Asia, or whether you're online, or whether you're in a store or a boutique or a home shopping network on TV. We are the leader. There's no two ways about it. We are the leader. Take a look at this. And yes, Jason, go ahead with your question. Okay. Oh, thank you. Was that Patricia? I had a feeling. Thank you. Our emerald, our tanzanite, and our pendant are gone. Thank you. This is the yellow diamond ring. Thank you very much, Patricia. Enjoy. Enjoy them. Appreciate you shopping the sale. What a way to do it. That's how you do it. That's why you do it. That's why you take advantage. It's the sale. But here we are with our carat 77. Let me clean up our wheel here, but also got to try it on in the meantime because you want to see also the luxury of how it sits lower on the hand because it is slightly domed and slightly what we say convex, but not to the point of being unwearable, but to the point where when you see those side diamonds, it looks as beautiful from the side profile as it does straight up top. There's that slight curvature so that you get diamonds from every single angle. See that? See that? The diamonds don't stop. I like to point out it's also smooth. There are these minute prongs holding the stones that are within those marquise shapes, but they're not large or obtrusive where you feel them or they're sharp edges or it's catching on things. None of that. So it's incredibly comfortable. It's incredibly sizable, meaning it's got a lot of that gold weight. And we are going to show you, and now it was defying gravity there. It's just, look at that. That's where, again, there's that curvature. So this is really spectacular. So if you want to see it face up like that, it's actually a pretty good view of it. So you can see all those diamonds straight on in. But watch what we can do on the price tag. I just love the way it looks. It feels special, important, different, designer, and obviously it's bold. So we are ready for the most incredible value, I think, of the day. We're busy on the phone lines already. Gee, I wonder why. Anything to do with these values we've been seeing? All the values that have been so incredible all day long. So thrilled you're with us. Boy, if you missed this show, wow. There's not going to be anything left for all those people that don't see us on Saturday morning and then tune in later or watch the recording, or who are they going to miss out on these beauties here? This is the way to get your ultimate wearable every day. This is like that perfect right hand ring. What about index fingers or middle fingers? We usually like to wear the bigger style or the wider bands over on fingers that are a little bit longer. So this is a perfect way to do that too, where you can put that more substantial band. This one's only a size 6 or 5, I'm not sure which, I'll have to measure it. So it's not fitting on my middle or index, but I can show you what it would look like, kind of floated over those fingers so you can see how that would look. But what an incredible value this is, especially when it's not even going to be the, kid you not, $49.99. Nothing wrong with that. It'd save you over $500, give you that great value, lots of gold, lots of diamonds. Let's go even lower than $49.99, and trust me, you'll want to be on the phone lines quickly here. Definitely. I don't like it that way. I'm going to sit it down the way it is. That's the way it normally is, and that's actually still just as good a look there. But again, all-around brilliance, almost 2 carats worth, consistent, bright as can be yellows. I mean, they are the ultimate. This is the ultimate. And yet, not going to be 49. Come on in. Who's ready to go on this yellow diamond band? Who's ready? This is outstanding, isn't it? That is so, so good. Nobody's on the phone lines yet. One caller. Okay, so we do have one caller. I know it's extremely high end. I get that. It is, but I'm going to take care of you. It wouldn't be a top of the hour if I couldn't do something absolutely amazing with the price tag. So here goes nothing. We're going to bring you the ultimate value. Gotta call me quickly though if you'd like to have it, because we don't have that many, and obviously there's a consistency. If we can do all those diamonds perfectly matched in those colors through and throughout, side to side, top to bottom, you know this is going to be that beautiful elegance that really, I mean, everybody's going to be stopping and staring your ring because nobody sees yellow diamonds out in the wild. They're really elite, rare. Obviously these are all still bigger sizes. There aren't all that many. I could count them if you'd like. It'd get a little boring, but I can call it. You've got approximately, well, it's first 3. You see how they go 3 to 4 as far as all these columns across the way. So basically 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. See how that works? So you have essentially the ones that you see on the very outside are basically the 3 that you have in those marquees. And then of course the column off to its right is going to have 4 stones instead. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows with 3, so that's 15. And then you've got your basically, let's count how many columns, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 columns of 4, so that's 16. So yeah, you've got that 31 diamonds individually, and that's why I bring that up, is because that means that each stone is about a 6-pointer individually on the yellows. But look even bigger, because that's what happens when you wrap them in gold like we have. It's not $49.99. This is what I'm aiming to do here. We got 45 minutes left in our Saturday. This incredible day of value. What a day it is, and what a sizzling summer sale. It sure is. We're not even asking for $49, $39, even $29.99. I ask you, when you see a lot of 14 karat gold, when you see a wider band, I can give you the measurement because that'll be the next question, is how wide is the band? What's the dimension of it? I'll show it all to you. But this is not going to be even $29.99. And if you've looked at a 14 karat gold band anytime in the last couple of years, you know that even the most minute 2mm basic band goes for about $9,000 in retail. So to have a ring like this, as wide as this is, and then to see it for under 3, like $29.99, remarkable. But I will continue to go lower, and we're going to make this your happiest shopping day ever. And that way you get the Asher cuts we had in the white diamond studs for your ears. You get this gorgeous ring for your hand. You have your white diamonds. You have your yellow diamonds. You shop while the values are here and available. And best part is 12% off as well. But it's also not $29.99, which automatically takes it down to $26.39. So that's fair. 2 people already, okay, 3 already gone. This cuts into our quantity a bit. I don't have a lot of these, that's for sure. But we're not doing 29. This is going to be wild. And with this much gold, let me do that. Let me show you here, because this is the big question, isn't it? Tapers. So I go true to size on it, still go true to size, unless you're between sizes. If you tend to always say you wear a 6, but really you're a 6.5, go with the 6.5, because it is a little wider across the top. Here's what it looks like. Let me show you. The width across the top before it tapers is going to be over a 1/2 inch. If you are more comfortable with millimeter sizes, well, give me a second, I'll do that too. The millimeter size across the way at the widest point is going to be 14.5 millimeters. Almost 15 millimeters wide, over a 1/2 inch, but then it tapers in the back, so really easy to wear. And I tell you, it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's very, this is that, if you've been shying away from bigger jewelry because you're worried it's going to be uncomfortable, it will not be. So I promise you that. Call me early. It's not $29. Get ready. It's not $24.99 either. Let's keep on going. I'm giving you the value of a lifetime. So comfortable, so wearable, so fabulous, affordable as well. So it's a great time. Try your yellow diamonds for the first time. Don't go with lab grown or treated. Just get the natural real deal, because we make them so affordable, and it won't be $24 either. So that already comes down to $21.99. I always like to do the math, because there is a significant savings. It's not like it's $50 off or $10 off. There is a percentage-based sale, is where you take advantage and you get the biggest savings possible, and yet it will not be 24 or 23 or 22. You got to get on the phone lines. We are here and ready to help you own the best of the best of the best. And it's happening at this very moment. And it's not even 22. Come on in, like a harlequin pattern made up of entirely yellow gold and yellow diamonds. Could not be a better look here. And yet, all prong, they're super secure because it's like they're each set in prongs and this border of gold. So really important the way that looks. And I got to tell you, you try it and you'll love it. And you're going to be so thankful you were here watching on this day. 22, it won't be. This is already too low for the gold. We're melting pieces that don't go. In this sale event, anything that doesn't go during the show gets melted down. Now, I've begged and pleaded for a couple of museum pieces to stick around, and they've obliged. But I will tell you, everything else, anything that's here that doesn't go gets melted. And the reason for that is to make things affordable going forward, as we do make brand new for you as well. But there's a thing about when you've got this much gold, again, 15 millimeters over ½ an inch of gold, and it's solid 14 karat. And it's, again, no choice to make on the gold color. It's all yellow to really show off those yellow diamonds. But when you get your size, and again, go to the bigger sizes. Why not? Sizing's on us. So get it for the middle finger, get it for the index finger, get it for wherever you don't currently wear a ring. And this one sits low profile enough to where it makes for the perfect style to wear on those other fingers where you may be, you know, not enjoying jewelry already. Utilize those fingers and look super chic doing it. But it's not 22 or 21 or even $2,000 at all. We're going to make it $1,999 a ring. And then you get, oh yeah, the 12% off, which we know is $1,759. It is so obscene to see that yellow diamond ring right there go what is essentially under $1,000 a carat on the really important yellow round brilliants that are all in this enormous amount of gold, where gold alone, even on a secondary market, even if you're willing to buy used jewelry, estate jewelry, well, the gold prices are still elevated to today's market value. So you're not getting a deal by buying older jewelry, and this isn't old. This is brand new and exactly for you. So it's $1,759. It just can't be better than that, especially when it is chic and super cool. I'm going to show it. I'm going to just simulate what it would look like here on a middle finger or on an index finger, because again, this one's a size 6, so probably not going to force it there on my middle or index, otherwise it will never come off. But look at how beautiful that is. And again, from the side profile, see, I mean, this is practically a signet ring size. So if you like those bigger, bolder, unique rings like this one, well, it's great for that, except it's also covered in diamonds. All the natural yellows, and again, not treated, not heated, nothing. There's no treatment whatsoever. They were faceted and polished, and then of course matched and mated, and all set in this beautiful high-end, larger band ring. $1,759. It seems like this has got to be one of those experiences where it just feels like, well, this is otherworldly. This is not normal. I'm sorry, it's just not normal. It's not normal to see prices like this ever. Even back, again, I've been doing this a long time. 10 years ago, 10 years ago started here. I think about 20 years ago, 25 years ago, that wouldn't have been possible then either. You know that. And now yellow diamonds who was even selling yellow diamonds back in the day? Nobody. They weren't reaching the height of popularity. They become this pop cultural icon, this really, really popular look, and it's really the one that's just aspirational. That's the proper word for yellow diamonds right now, because whoever finds them in their real natural form or in beautiful quality like these stones are, VS quality all the way through, or the wide band you're getting, it's incredible. So we're very busy. Obviously, we'll ask for your patience, and I do appreciate your patience waiting on these phone lines. By the way, Lynn, we've got your request coming up. As soon as we get this one wrapped up, we will show you your request as well. So I did get that one brought out as we were top of the hour special here. So we will bring that out for you as well. So Lynn, stick around. We've got that coming up. But we're going to let these phone lines cool down here, because I told you this one's going to melt them down, and here we see why. This incredible value, which is absolutely best of the best. And when you feel this, you're going to wonder again how that ever was under 10 grand, and let alone under $1,800. It's $1,759. Again, I like to just keep on harping on that, because we look at a very different price, and that's still amazing. And don't think for a second, I'd be just as proud, just as excited, just as thrilled to bring this to you at $19.99. Do you love that? We don't take this and say, hey, it's a sales show, so we better move that price up. We're still giving you the most incredible top of the hour that I would be so proud to shout that value from the mountaintops. No matter what day, time of year, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anytime in this gold era, when we're bringing you a ring like this for under $2,000, that's a value. That's a top of the hour. But isn't it delightful that we're still bringing out premieres like this? These are moments in time. Premieres like this at our strongest values, and still saying, sure, take another $240 off, and then you get it home. That just makes it even all the better, does it not? When you're saving another $240 off of that incredible price tag, because don't get me wrong, I mean, you know value, I know value, we understand value pretty well around here. That's going to sell out at $19.99 any given day, any day of the year. The fact it happens to be on this Saturday when we have a sale event going on like we do, amazing. Nothing short of a miracle. That's why you take advantage of it. Take a look at it one more time. $17.59. We're almost sold out. So it's not going to be much longer here on the air or available to purchase. And welcome to all of our brand new registers and shoppers today. We've had a lot of you. Thank you so much. It's that kind of show. It really is. It's that perfect time. If you have not shopped here before, welcome to the only way to shop for fine jewelry. It is the only way. Again, this is again, we come from a long line. Well, first of all, I've been doing this a long time, but nothing compared to the family behind this business. That is, again, we are a family owned and operated business. We are a small business who, yes, we happen to be on TV, but we are a small business run by a family. I'm going to tell you, everybody sitting in front of me, they're all related. Every one of them related. It's all family. I'm the only one not part of the family. Well, Tony and I are the only ones. Everyone else is family. I got to tell you, it's again 6 generations running. If again, they like to stay humble and stay private, because obviously this is one of the best gem families, best well-known, most renowned gem families in the world. And this is why we have the access we do, the opportunity we do, the ability to make jewelry all in-house, all here. This is why we can do, nobody else does this. Everyone else is run by VC firms or big conglomerates or big overseas manufacturers who just and that's okay. Listen, everybody's doing their best. Everyone does their thing. And the good news is there's something out there for everybody. TV's no different. There's something out there for everybody, right? There's something out there for everybody, whether you want to spend $2, where you want to get just something fun. Some people just love to shop, need to shop every day. Listen, I'm not excluding myself from that. I like to shop. But let me tell you something. What's going to be everlasting? What's quality? You never regret the investment into quality. And this is a quality that's rarely seen. It's not like there's a lot of options out there to get natural diamonds in natural color of a really rare variety any longer in solid gold. So I feel so proud, because we're kind of like the last ones standing that are bringing you exquisite quality of jewelry. I tell you this all the time, the values are better today than they've ever been before, because we stay with these incredible moments price-wise, and yet things out there around us are just so darn expensive, and yet we are saying no. We are literally saying, okay, so we profit even less. Okay, well, we're here to, again, the company was founded way back when for that purpose, to do something and to bring something and to provide a service that didn't exist prior to our establishment of this network. That's true. No one else, last thing, especially 10 years ago, the last thing this world needed was another shopping network, Hawk and Jewelry. And we knew that we had the ability to do something different and better. Do it differently and better and more exclusive and more, again, custom, and making it ourselves. And again, not just about the almighty dollar, and not just about, making everything, so you can sit there 24 hours a day and buy everything I put up. It's about buying special, meaningful, heirloom, really important jewelry. And if that's something you're passionate about, I get it. Not everybody's passionate about fine jewelry, and you don't have to be. You can also like a lot of different types of jewelry. That's great too. You can buy glass and buy plastic and buy faux and buy lab grown. That's the beautiful thing. But if you are looking for that piece, I hear from a lot of you that say, I buy my own jewelry from TVON. The piece is for me. I buy from TVON. And then I watch other places, because I know you do, and I know you shop other places, but a lot of you say, I'll buy those types of pieces. Those are the gifts. Those are the ones I buy for, the family and friends, and, just need like something nice, but, doesn't need to be that huge investment. This is what we provide, that best of best quality. Take a look again at the ring. We've got it for $17.59. We're going to give it a final 60 seconds. Lynn, your request is coming up, and I would encourage everybody to get your final requests in for today, because we have 35 minutes left in the show. So that's how it's breaking down, guys. We are here with our last few minutes. It goes by quickly. We really want to make sure you get all and any requests in. So that's important too. All right, so next up, we're going to do our Speen pendant. And this is for Lynn. Okay, so we just had this the other day. I want to say it was Thursday night, may have been Wednesday. Oh, wait a minute, I got 40 seconds left. Hold on, I got a little excited. I know Lynn's been waiting, so I'm feeling anxious for her. So Lynn, if you want to give us a call now, you can make sure you're ready to go for 112-9264. Will be coming up for you, okay? It's the color chain Speen, yes. Oh, from earlier. Yes, that's a beautiful ring. Congratulations, who got the rose gold floral ring? Steve, thank you so much, Steve. Enjoy it. And then also, just to mention, we have a couple things available still from the show. It'd be the Peridot Princess Cut, the big aqua, the blue zircon drop earrings, an opal, and oh, the big mint blue-green tourmaline, which is still here too. So I'll just flash that before we, well, actually, let's do Lynn's request here. This is the Sphene pendant. It's 1129264. Take a look. Here we go. That is this beautiful floral, almost not overly floral, but a bit where it's clover. It's more squared off floral. And it's got a 57-point round color change Sphene, 25 points in diamonds as well. And then you do have this bail. That bail is really pretty too. I know it doesn't sit all that well when I'm holding it, but look at how pretty that is with that fluted style. Starts a little wider, gets more narrow as it leads into the O-ring. That's going to give you some movement to your pendant itself. And then here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see how that looks. What do you think? Great Sphene there. And then we'll show it to you lengthwise. Here it is up against the ruler. 3/4 of an inch, indeed it is. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the neckline. So you can see, wow, the punch of color. Colors. It's every color of the rainbow happening in that Sphene. And then speaking of color, it goes from green to red. So it's a color changing stone. How cool is that? So change your light source, change your stone, without ever having to take off your piece. And yet, it's $999 for the pendant. You can have any gold you want, Lynn, or anybody else who wants it. And then we'll recap our 9-carat plus not Paraíba. Just Freudian slip. It looks like a Paraíba. It's a tourmaline. We'll show you our blue-green tourmaline again, the nearly 10-carat. Yes. Yes, the turquoise. Did you say 970? Yeah, it's a 940, but yeah, I just want to make the round that I flashed. You got it. All right. The rounds, yeah, thank you. All right, so here we go, and call on the yellow diamond bands because it looks like we have 2 left right now. That's where we stand right at this moment. So come on in, come on down, guys. This is it, final call on the show, and we're here tomorrow, but then we don't see you on Monday or Tuesday. So we're here tomorrow morning as well, 10 to 1 Pacific, and that's 1 to 4 Eastern, and then we're here on Wednesday night at 5, okay? So no show Monday, no show Tuesday, here Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday night as well, Saturday, Sunday daytime. Okay, let's get to the turquoise. That's right. And who was asking for the turquoise? Nice request, Linda. Here it is. 113-1796 is the item number on the huge 9-carat 40 round turquoise Sleeping Beauty variety. Not just a name, not just a princess, but an actual mine that is no longer mined in Arizona, our own backyard. Let's give it a little bit of room because those are beautiful baguettes, azure halo, but if they went straight out, it'd be a little bit too wide of a ring, I thought. So we just had them tilted and turning, wrapping their way around this huge round stone, a carat 15 though, in diamonds. So they're not small stones, as we can well see. They're nice and large. We'll show it to you on the hand here as well. And then you can see exactly what we mean when we're talking about a 940 and a carat 15 in diamonds. Big value here coming your way. We've got 31 minutes in our Saturday. That's it. So you got to call quickly. Please do. We'll still also recap. I've got 2 pairs left of the Asher cuts, sounds like. So we'll recap those Asher cut earrings if you missed them earlier today, because they were early. They were about 90 minutes ago. So we'll show those again. And we will make sure you have a chance to get those incredible 2-carat Asher cut studs that were a first timer here. And now our turquoise for the round. For the largest, used to be set, it's been on one, so it was $79.99. No wonder it stuck around. It's just a little more than we're usually expecting to pay. But the difference is it's not a 1 carat, it's a 940. And it's still in the round, and it's still Sleeping Beauty flawless, matrix free. Just that perfect pure. And this one's true. Some are more blue, some are more green. This one's a really true turquoise. Go figure. They named it the proper name, didn't they? What came first, the stone or the color? That I don't even know. Right? Who knows? But just really, I think that's how exactly I describe turquoise. If I'm out and about and we're talking about like crystal blue waters, that's, if it's turquoise, I was just having that discussion the other day, someone was talking about the beach. It was somebody that works here. She was going to go out in the ocean and do some big kind of strategic, I don't know, some kind of challenge in the ocean. And I'm going, in our ocean? Like Southern California ocean? Like, no, you're not going to find me in that ocean. But, you know, I got to say, my rule is you got to see the bottom. You got to see the bottom, then I'll go in. That's my rule. If you can see the bottom, I'll be happy to swim, snorkel, scuba dive, all that stuff. But if you can't, I ain't going in. But here we are, 940 in the turquoise, and yet that's the color I want my water to be, right there. A beautiful, bright, how does that not make you happy in that color? And we'll blow it out for $24.99. Simple, easy. We got our last call on the show. If anybody wants to see our 100-carat tourmaline necklace, let me know. Still here. I mean, we haven't really presented it, but I've shown it a couple of times, and it's gorgeous. That'd be a nice one to take 12% off on, too, wouldn't it? I think that'd be fabulous. Take 12% off that necklace. That'd be our biggest savings ever. So we've got also, by the way, tomorrow's a bangle. There's a 6-carat diamond bangle tomorrow. And if possible, if it's still available, if I have any Asher cuts, if the earrings don't sell out, then we would have a pendant opportunity to match tomorrow to the earrings. So that's all a matter of what is going to come down in these last 30 minutes or so. So there's our turquoise. And by the way, $24.99 comes down to $21.99 instead. So much better value. And I do want to remind you, if you like turquoise color, but you want transparent, not opaque, go here. Go here with a blue-green tourmaline. That's still the 9-carat 18 that's still hanging out. This is ironic because the last thing I ever would have expected to last 5 minutes on this show is this one. And yet, most everything from our entire day is gone, and yet this one's here. So just a reminder, you're getting this flashy, doesn't even cover it, bright, beautiful, truly exotic stone. It's blues and greens. We're calling it mint. I don't know, mint is probably still more green than this. This has a lot of bright blues coming through. It is a beautiful stone. It's a 918. It has 16 points in the baguettes too. Wait a minute, did I never give that to you? Shoot, I didn't give you the 16 points in the baguette carat weight before. Not that it matters too much. I don't know if anyone's looking past that stone, but it is 16 points plus 43. So it's actually 16 points baguettes. You see those on the east and west sides, and then the round brilliance as well. And hey, it ups the diamond weight, 59 points now instead. So it's in the white gold. You can change it if you'd like. We're going to blow it out. And it's $49.99. And remember, that is one of the more significant savings we've seen all day, because that will be only $43.99 at checkout. So last call for requests, questions. I think we're caught up with the requests at the moment. If there's anything I can show you, please holler. There's 2 ways to do that. You can either reach out, if you're watching online, you can reach out that way, or better yet, fastest way to go, dial the phone number. I know, I hate making phone calls. I despise making phone calls. So I know that a lot of us are like waiting for the TVON app, but for now, you do have to make the phone call to place orders, and definitely also make sure that you call in those requests, because it's the fastest, most immediate way. I mean, I talk for a living, so the last thing I want to do is talk. I have to stay very quiet when I'm not here, especially these days. But here we are with the $43.99, okay? So also, I think it's time for the tanzanite, because if we don't do it now, we're going to have to see it tomorrow, and I got a whole plan for tomorrow, that it's time for this one to go now, and this is the ultimate. I've been talking about it. It's finally time to see it. The 13-carat plus. When we had Asher cut stud earrings for the first time today, and now we're saying, we're not done with Ashers. We've got a 13-carat plus ultimate red Asher cut tansy that also is going to be one of the biggest and best price tags we've ever seen. 113, $15.89, right here and now. Look at that gorgeous stone. Wow. So there's also really big diamonds beside it. That's secondary to this 1302, but there's 65 points among 2 big round brilliants. Yay for that. Then we also have the white gold, which actually can be changed. So if you want yellow or rose, I'm happy to do that. And then we've got this incredible 3-stone style, which just could not be more classic. And we will still try to do a little recap on those Asher cuts if they are still even available before we show them. A lot of people are on the phone lines now asking about those 2-carat diamond studs. But here goes nothing. It's simply, sometimes there's a lot of work I need to do to illustrate value. And other times it's as simple as pure math. The math is going to tell you the story here. It's the math that's going to make it obvious. It's a 13-carat 02. I know this may not be for everybody because of just the size of the stone. So maybe that's not what you're looking for. If you're looking for a 2-carat, this is probably not something I'm going to convince you to own. But if you do enjoy a larger stone, or maybe you've dabbled already in the 2 and the 5 and the 6 carats, and you're ready to get the ultimate for your dressier occasions, for the collectability of it, what have you. It does not matter. What matters is that I'm about to give you the most insanely low price per carat, and then of course overall, on this museum reserve. Don't want you to wait because this will fly. And here's how an Asher cut works. I do say all the time that the rounds and the square shapes, whether it be cushion or Asher, are going to be the best way to distribute that carat weight. So watch this, because you see a couple hundred rings in my hand a day. Here's what this looks like. It's not oversized. It's not like you could never wear that, or you're going to need a crane to hoist up your elbow to hold up this ring. It's large. It's a large ring size too, by the way, so I'm going to hold it as tight as I can, but this is going to sit even more perfectly when it's in your proper ring size, which is what we do for you. But you have that. Look at that side to side. See that? This is not oversized. It's not in the way. It's not too big. It's because that 13 karat among this square shape sits really well on the hand, and it's not over the top. So you have that opportunity to say, you know what, let me try a bigger stone. And you're going to be thrilled with it. Of course, there's also that. All those beautiful bright neon colors that are coming through, that's going to be thrilling. And then the idea that you have one of the largest and ultimate stones we've ever brought you. And it will, I mean, seriously, that's just all I'm doing right now. If you're wondering, why does it go to that color in a second's time? Because that's just your direct face-up view. That's looking directly at the stone. Take it all in, and let's blow it out, get you the best price ever. Supposed to be right here today at $99.99, and nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't be shocked if that was just sold right then and there at that price tag. But instead, your price tag gets better. That would not suffice to be my lowest per carat price, because $99.99, as good a discount as that is, it's still $87.99. Let's go even lower. And this is the stone you receive. It's perfection. I just need you on the lines really, really quickly. Listen, if the price tag isn't for you, you can always hang up. But what you can't do is get it after it's gone. So dial early. And those diamonds themselves, they're not quarter carats. No, no, no. Those are 32.5 points. That means they're just shy of a third of a carat. So those diamonds are huge. And we're waiting for one caller to say, let's do this. If the price is right, you got a deal. Well, here we go. And as they say, here goes nothing. It's not even $89.99. Big moment. $79.99. Not gonna be. We're going even lower. Call me any gold you want, any size, whatever the size you need for whatever finger you're gonna wear it on, go for it. We're gonna make that perfect for you. And this is the perfect price. And it's all happening right now. It's not even $6,999. We got 20 minutes left in the show. And as they say, save the best for last. We've done that with our tanzanite. And listen, there's also not too many opportunities to get tanzanite going forward. The museum reserves are dwindling. So there's only so long you can even have a shot at getting one anymore. And that's why if you're looking for the bigger and you're getting that big value, and what a perfect time to get it when it's 12% off, take a look at this. It's not going to be $69, even better price tag. I don't know if anyone's doing the math already, but you're thinking, well, $69.99, let me see where that's going to take it. That's all the way down to $61.59. Watch this. I'll take it even lower right now so you can get this is what we're doing. The record setter got to get there. That per carat is second to none. Let's not even ask for $6,500. I'll blow it out for $64.99 right now. Your at checkout price is $57.19. FYI, that's $439 a carat. So now we have given you the ultimate cut, the ultimate quality, the really, really fantastic price, the bigger diamonds on the sides, and it's literally $439 a carat if we're including the gold and those really big diamonds for free. So what a way to shop our big one. I know it may not be for everybody, but like I said, it's where you take full advantage of this sale event, get that per carat that's unheard of, and take it, because I know you get excited elsewhere when it's $550 a carat or $495 a carat. Well, guess what? It's not even the best quality out there. It's not that great a quality. It's more money, and the mountings are usually very so-so. light diamond weights to say the least. Well, we're going with some very important diamonds here. So let's give it 60 seconds. We're going to recap our Asher cut studs. If you weren't with me 100 minutes ago, we want to recap those for you with our last couple of pairs here. And that mint blue-green tourmaline is still available. The indica light is still here from way earlier. Also the blue zircon, you may have missed this. It was early in the show. I'm just going to show you a few of the things that are still hanging out here, like the blue zircon round that's $14.99. It just occurred to me that everything is blue, green, or blue-green. Essentially, the tanzanite has a lot of blue-purple, but look at these stones. This is what we have left. And it's been that kind of day. There's been a lot of blue-greens here, but look at that. That is just wealth. That's a very attractive wheel so far. Can I come up with something else, though? That's going to be, yeah, I can. We got the peridot. It's green, but it's a bright green, and look at this. So this is what we have left in rings today. Boy, that's a pretty wheel. Sign me up for the one everything plan, because I'll take that. Yeah, look at that. That's zircon, bottom left, indica light, top left, tanzanite, of course, in the middle, the mint blue-green tourmaline that's bright as can be in the back right, and then the peridot princess cut in the front right. And then you've got that tanzanite, the 13 karat. Also have a diamond necklace we're going to show you that actually is a match to a beautiful sale event we had the other day, just this week, in earrings. So I'm going to bring you the match and the necklace coming up. There, do you remember where we put two pear-shaped yellow diamonds together and then wrapped them in gold and put them in together as a stud? I've got the match in a necklace that is somehow so affordable when it's even more gold. So we'll show that coming up as the finale. But, oh, and also the turquoise. I just forgot we have the turquoise, and I never showed you the big speen pendant, so I'll do that really quickly. Here's the turquoise we just showed a few moments ago. So zircon, $14.99. This is the peridot for $9.99. The tanzanite is $64.99. This mint blue-green tourmaline, that's only $49.99. Here's the indica light with a lot of diamond weight. That is only $36.99. And here's the turquoise, and that turquoise is $24.99. So let me know what your questions are if you have them on this wheel. We're going to give 2 minutes to this wheel, hopefully sell it all out. And then a reminder that I also have this color change speen pendant. So you can call me on this 4 carat, almost, well, it's a 426. 426 speen, changes color from green to red, all the dispersion in the world, and then 61 points in diamonds as well, even with that wraparound design to the halo. So triple halo, because there's 2 rows out top and 1 on the side. So let me know if you'd like to get an off-air price on that one. But everything on this wheel should be gone by the end of the show, and we've got 17 minutes left in the broadcast. So here we are, plus a yellow diamond necklace still to come. That'll be a finale for us, and then we're done. We're done for the day, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for another crazy good show. Oh, also we had blue zircon earring drops. Yikes, it's all blues. Look at this. I don't know what is going on today. Look at all this. Look at that. We got the turquoisey blues of the zircon drop earrings. They go with the ring beautifully too. The ring you could get any gold color. The earrings stay in the yellow. But there's our one of few of a blue zircon drop earring. Is that wheel just, oof, it's stunning. Look at that. What would you like before we go? Any questions on that wheel? Yes. The peridot has found its home. Congratulations. Stays in white gold on that one. 9281 is your item number on the peridot. Well done there. It's a first peridot in a long time. We'll move these zircon earrings over in their place. There we go. And then there's your last call. So also the zircon ring is $14.99 plus all these prices I'm giving are before your discount. Peridot is now sold. We also have the big aqua, a couple of Brazilian Paraíba and quartz still here from earlier as well. But that's about it, guys. Everything else is sold out. So here's your Asher cuts we're going to recap, and then we still have our yellow diamond necklace special for the end of the show. But again, last call on the show. 15 minutes to go. How can we help you? That's what we need to know. Yes. I can, Angela. We will show you the yellow diamond pendant. That was a good call too, because Patricia asked for it and got one, but there are 3 available. So yes, I'm checking my quantity there. We have, well, now 2 available because Patricia picked up the first one. Here's the yellow diamond bar pendant we had. That's that vertical style. It's horizontal now, but it'll be vertical when you wear it. And it's 1129591. That's our yellow diamond, 2 carat total weight. Among, I believe it's 10 stones, so 20 points apiece. And yes, here's what it looks like on the hand and on the neckline. We'll do that all together so you can see everything you need to know about your yellow diamond pendant. Also, I think, you know, if you picked up the yellow diamond band ring that we debuted today for $17.59, this would be exquisite to go with it. I would say it would. It'd look fabulous together. That's $19.99, but really $17.59 at checkout for the yellow diamond collection of radiance, 1.5 inches in length. Here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. So you can see what that's all about. And that's going to be only $17.59 for you today at checkout. Take advantage of the sale while it's still here. Let's go back to the wheel. Take a look at all of our rings and earrings that also are still hanging out for you. Beautiful. Can't go wrong. Questions? Yes, I can. You want to see a full prees? We can flash it or we can put it up close. It is a 426, Jason. It's a 426 speen, 18 karat gold. White gold's how it stays. And then it has 61 points in diamonds, including in the bail. And that's the color change speen. What I'm going to do is show it on the hand, and then we'll get to the item number as well. That'll be item number 113-1575. Here it is on the hand. So you can see that color change speen, serious size to this one because it's over 4 carats. 18 karat gold too. So you've got the 18 karat white gold, and it's going to be a 426. Then you see here it's 1 inch top to bottom, and then I'll try it on the neckline for you as well. So you can see it here, and then that one's going to be, Jason, if you like it, I'll blow it out right now for, let's just do $39.99 on that one. Yeah, and that way it's actually $35.19. So it's 113-1575. It's a 426 in 18 karat gold, and of course you get the profile halo as well. So there's 3 separate rows of diamonds, 2 up front, 1 on the side profile, diamonds in the bail as well, and that's only $39.99. Does have 61 points in diamonds as well. So that's our one and only speen pendant that we had the smaller one, but that's already gone. So now we've got the big one for you, and that'll be $35.19 at checkout as we go back to the wheel and take a look at what else is still here for you as well today. So again, I'll walk you through price tags. We've got the $24.99 earrings. All these prices are prior to your 12% off. $24.99 here for the blue zircon earrings, $14.99 for the blue zircon ring. Think about getting them together. There's the tanzanite for $64.99. The mint blue-green tourmaline is fantastic. It's $49.99. The indicolite with 1.5 carats in diamonds almost. That's going to be, our indicolite is $36.99, and there's the turquoise for $24.99. Largest turquoise we have by far. Take what you like. This is our last call on this wheel. Then we're going to do our yellow diamond necklace. And Angela, I hope you saw that yellow diamond pendant. Let me know if you have any questions on that. We'll try to also recap our Asher Cut diamond studs that we brought you and debuted today that are also last call. So very important. And remember to pick up your favorites off this wheel before somebody else does. Inevitably, things go. That's no surprise. Things go. And we have a little bit of airtime left, 12 minutes. That's it. So we want to make sure that we get all your requests because it's easier to ask questions and get the answers to those questions while we still have a microphone and the ability to show you things and answer questions and try things on one last time before we go. But you got to dial in. I cannot get over these price tags that are up here, and the fact that we've got a $439 per carat tanzanite that's sitting there in that Museum Reserve Asher Cut and that tourmaline, which is just beyond. I know it's a lot of blues and greens and teals and turquoises, but hey, perfect day. If you like those colors like I do, this is your day. Pick out something from that wheel. You just simply cannot go wrong. Questions before we go? How are we doing? Turquoise, $24.99 for the turquoise. Do you want to see it on again? That turquoise is item number 113-1796. It's the 940 turquoise round. It has the 115 in diamonds. So huge individual baguettes, they all twist and turn their way around, so it gives you a really fun contemporary way to do a halo. There you can see it on the hand. That's $24.99, $21.99 instead at checkout. Huge value there. What the value story is just, it's wonderful today. Just has been all day. Also, last call on that yellow diamond band, the wider band with the carat 77 in diamonds that turned out to be $17.59. Also available for you. There's our turquoise. Let me know, Jason, if you'd like it. It is any gold on the turquoise. You can have yellow, white, rose, whatever you'd like there. Try to recap those Asher Cut diamonds. Unless they're already sold out, I'm listening attentively to see if they're already gone, because I hear somebody talking about Asher Cuts right now in the stud earrings. We'll try to give you another look. Plus, we have the yellow diamond necklace that I want to get in as well in the last 10 minutes if we can. But obviously, your requests on this wheel, these are all the pieces that have been presented thus far today. So we want to make sure that every single piece gets its home before we go. Every single piece should go. And that we got, you see, the beautiful 5 rings, the 1 pair of earrings, everything. What you see is what you get. So that's hugely important. Take advantage of what we're doing here on these incredible price tags. They're superstars. They really are. Every one of them. And don't forget about that yellow diamond band. If you're at all thinking about it, I would never steer you wrong. At least that is certainly not my intention. You don't gain a following over 26 years and aren't recognized as the face of fine jewelry on national TV without really taking great pride and concern for your viewers and their happiness when it comes to jewelry. So that's something I'm very proud of. But let me tell you, if you're at all thinking about this ring, try it and you will love it. That's the $19.99 yellow diamond debut today. Has a carat 77 in all round brilliant diamonds. And it's only going to be $17.59 at checkout. So definitely get that. And then, okay, so I'm going to move on. We're all good? Everybody's happy. Nobody wants anything on that wheel. I think the turquoise may be gone. Sounds like we're verifying on the turquoise, yes? Okay, so turquoise may be gone. That tanzanite will be next to go. The yellow diamond pendant, that long bar style, make sure you call. Again, $49.99 on that blue-green. I'll keep that. I'm going to buy that if you guys don't. That's really a fabulous piece. Here's our blue zircon round, $14.99. If you want the round, just dazzling. And then here's our 13 carat, $13.02, $4.39 a carat for a blue wing block D masterpiece. And then here comes those earrings, $24.99 for the blue zircon drops. But we're going to show you something real quick before we go. I'm going to remind you about that yellow diamond band, but also this necklace. And give me a second, I'll come in closer for you, of course. But here is our yellow diamond, what looks like a very east-west oriented heart shape. This may look familiar to you because a couple of nights ago I had the earrings to match, and now we're bringing the necklace. Mind you, it does have those side diamonds as well. So we added a couple extra yellow round brilliant diamonds on the sides, but this is your centerpiece. Really up close you can see those 2 mega pear shapes together side by side but at an angle so that it looks like this beautiful elongated wider heart-shaped style that you have, and yet prongs and wrapped in gold. So it's like a bezel prong dual setting, and then you've got the extra side diamonds. The item number is 1129985. Goes beautifully with that diamond ring we just saw. That yellow diamond band would be beautiful with this necklace. And Susan has a last minute request, so we'll show that. I know this ring well, the 353 in platinum. I've sold this, I think, 3 or 4 times, but yet it's still here. So we'll show you real quick here. So let me move this aside just because Susan's request takes priority. So here we go, 1130981. This is the platinum setting. The 353 green blue, it's mostly green, but it's got a secondary slight bit of blue. It's got huge diamonds, 20 points total, 10 points on each side in the 3-stone style, set in platinum, stays in platinum. That is only, I still can't get over it, $29.99. Today you would take advantage though of that extra savings. It'll be $26.39 if you'd like to get that one instead. So much better value, I would say. Yeah, who doesn't want that extra savings of $26.39? That's the Paraiba. Let me show you on the hand, then we'll go right back to the yellow diamond necklaces we have now. 6 minutes remaining, so last call on the show. Please let me know and be with us tomorrow too, because if you thought today was good, well, Sunday was also a crazy do not miss show. So make sure you stay with us. We'll have a 6-carat diamond bangle tomorrow, as well as hopefully some Asher cut pendants if you want an Asher solitaire for the neckline. And right now, the $29.99 3.5 carat plus green blue Paraiba. How about one only there for $26.39, and how elegant and glamorous that 3-stone style. Love a 3-stone style. They are iconic and timeless. So great way to go there, and only $26.39 at checkout. There you go. And then let's get to that yellow diamond necklace. Thank you for that last second request. And if you have any others, let me know. We can try our best to bring it out for you in these last 5.5 minutes that we have with you today for our Saturday. And let's take a look at this yellow diamond necklace yet again. So this is 80 points of pear shapes right there in the middle, 40 and 40 together. Then you've got 3 points of extra rounds there as well. And that would be, as it is, 2-tone gold. This is obviously a necklace, so you're getting a whole chain of gold. That's going to be 16, 17, 18-inch adjustability here as well. So this also makes for a wonderful gifting situation as well, if you'd like to think about that. But it is the match to the earrings, and we did a crazy cool flash sale on the earrings to match the other day. Maybe you picked them up. Maybe you didn't. It's okay. You can get the necklace regardless and save a bundle. We have 5 minutes left to go. And think of how this necklace would look Maybe like you saw the bar style, that long pendant we did, maybe that's not your style. Maybe you like the closer to the neckline station style, giving you this look of, well, when you see it from a distance, which I'm going to show you now, here it is on the hand, but it's going to be even more important to see it on the neckline because it really does have this almost heart shape, or because it's so east-west, it almost has that very designer, almost kidney shape to it, which we see a lot in designer sterling silver. We're bringing it to you in designer 14 karat gold, and you can wear it here at 16, 17, or 18 inches in length. All that adjustability and your lobster claw clasp built in, but it's actually going to be, wow, this is only $999. Talk about a grand finale to our show. This is it. Let's go back up close too, so you can see the beauty of VS diamond pear shapes and big sizes brought together. I just think that's so really pretty, the way the heart shapes come together and then meet at that point at the base and then give you that flared out design. And how beautiful would that be with that larger yellow diamond band ring we brought you earlier that was so popular? Of course, how could it not be? Let me try to bring out the Asher cuts one more time, because it looks like we do still have at least 2 pairs available. Okay, so now remember, this is a big moment because this is going to determine in a way if we have any pendants to show you tomorrow. So that's why we got to give these a last look. There's going to be a cutoff time at 1 o'clock Pacific, which is about 3 minutes from now. And anything that's left in the earrings, we're going to put those diamonds aside for the 1 carat pendant that would be here tomorrow. But that is fully dependent on if they all go out here today. So with 2 pairs, 4 stones. Here's what we have for you in the Asher cuts. If you missed them a couple of hours ago, this is arguably, well, there were 2 big values of the day. This is one of them. 2 carats total weight, screwback style, and 14 karat white or yellow. The Asher cut diamonds in the 1 carat each, 2 carats total. And your last call is now, because you see that clock is actually ticking down to the end of the show. So here they are with a 1/4 inch in their dimension. And the screwbacks, which are highly important when you're dealing with what should be an $8,999 earring. Back in the day when I had 2 carat round brilliance, they were $7,000. And now today, in the last 2.5 minutes of this show, we have them for $35.19. How, you ask? That's $39.99 plus your discount. So take advantage of the earrings before they're gone, and the yellow diamond band and the yellow diamond necklace. And listen, we'll be here for 2 minutes, but the cutoff time is 1 p.m. on the studs, because I would like to bring you a 1 carat diamond solitaire Asher cut pendant tomorrow. And again, remains to be seen. Depends on how many stones we have left. So that's going to be highly dependent on what happens here. Let me know if you have any questions in the entire show. We're here to help, and we've got operators standing by to help you, and this is the end of the day. So here we go. Less than 2 minutes now remaining available in the show. So let me know what you'd like to see, what you'd like to pick up on, and here we go with a very busy phone bank. No surprise why. I think a lot of you weren't even with us yet. I debuted them on the early side because they were so limited. Let me show them again on the ear as well, so you can see how they will look from further away. I actually need one. Thank you, Erin. Just going to take one of you here. I'm going to borrow one here and show you what they look like on the ear, because this is so important, because they are a nice, important size, a square or angled. You can wear them however you like, but look at that incredible Asher cut, such a high-end diamond, such an unusual cut to find. These are obviously very, very large, 1 carat each, and that means at least you're getting at least 1 carat each, 2 carats total weight, and that's going to be what they look like on. So pick them up before we go. 1 minute left. We'll go back to the wheel. We're very busy on these phone lines. I think a lot of you are seeing these for the first time going, wait a minute, what? I know, they were here 2 hours ago, and now very, very limited. So last call. Thank you again for joining me today. What a pleasure. Great Saturday, right? Told you it'd be a good one. Well, we're going to try to outdo ourselves tomorrow. It's Sunday. Tomorrow will be 10 o'clock Pacific, start time, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all here. What a day we have for you tomorrow as well. Wow, 12% off will continue. Get requests in if you have them. Thanks for being with me. Appreciate you watching and shopping. Special welcome to all of our new shoppers as well today. Glad to have you all on board with this incredible best way ever to shop for jewelry. So thank you all so much. Again, keep calling. We're still here for a couple minutes. We'll leave those phone lines open for you. Pick up whatever you need from today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Be here right at the start. We got a great show. We're going to hit the ground running. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.